Oh my God.
We are live.
So good to see you.
Go for it.
All right, we are live. Didn't you hear that intro music coming in?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My first TV show was called PTV, Performance Television. And this is in the 80s when they were scamming actors and actresses like crazy. They would be like, come to the film actor shop and we'll get you your resume and your pictures and get you a job modeling. They would just like invent these names and close up and go somewhere else. Why am I telling you this? Is I get called in for an audition, I think. The next thing I know, I'm producing a TV show, all right? I'm putting in my money for the TV show. I got it back, but that's not the point. The point is I had to interview people for the first time that were so not funny. And when you have to do that, guys, this is just a little tidbit for you. You better think of some stuff inside that you can identify with people because it is really hard. When you have people that are scared to talk, why are you on a talk show? Why are you on a talk show? And I've decided I'm going to add something different to these comedy nights. And I'm going to have someone that comes in and he's going to sign because I think Aviva's right. My daughter once said that ESL should be not ESL. You can't cancel. Nah, 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 nah. You can't cancel. And let me just say this. I'm having these every time during this time of year Passover comes, it just reminds me of my family and like the angst of going to meet Steven Spielberg's mother who said, "Get out of my place. What you did to your mother-in-law was a shanda." People were waving their canes at me, their walkers at me. Toba Dershowitz has me hosting, and the people are telling me to get off. They're yelling at me. And let me tell you something. Your toughest audiences are Jews, blacks, and gays. You better be funny, child, okay? You better make me laugh, because all day I had to do all this. I had to put on my face. Oh, my God. I miss all my friends. I do. I miss all my friends. I really do. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, hopefully she's not watching, but I don't know how it came up. I was talking to my husband about my, not ventriloquist, the electrolysis. And I was talking about her because she was just great and this and that. And he said, people make such a big deal about this trans thing. And I said, Michelle did that a long time ago. He says, Michelle did what? And I said, oh, yeah, that was Michael. And I probably shouldn't have said anything, but like, yeah, Mark, you were looking, weren't you? You were looking, weren't my friend Juliana? And I'm going out with this guy, another Jewish guy, 6'4". Oh my God, he's so big. But he's so big. You know, I hope Mark's not watching. I just hope he's not watching. Because my mother warned me about him, and she said, you talk about Spanish people? Jews are the worst. They're jealous over their women. And if you get crazy, he could put you in an institution and lock you up. And I was like, whoa, I don't want to marry this guy, Ma. Are you going to say that? So I bring Mark to a party, my first party. And I'm seeing a dentist who I should have stayed with, right? The dentist. I should have stayed with the dentist. 6'4", gorgeous. Mark Zaffron standing on a chair or something to see this guy. And he says, this is my fiance. And this is news to me. Nobody told me I was his fiance. My fiance. And oh my God, the things he's done to make my family crazy. He doesn't mean it, but Jesus. You know what he always does in my family? He'll eat pork and say, what could I do? I couldn't do anything because Jews love pork. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them because I was raised in a pork store. And people think I'm so religious. There's no pork. There's no pork. I tell you what there is. There's a lot of comedy going on, and people need to laugh again. And I hope to God that now that these elections are over, that people can find some love and happiness in comedy. And I mean that. Because this world's so crazy that I left today with this jacket I'm wearing. Not this one. A completely different jacket. I had nothing on underneath. It's a blouse, but it doesn't fit, so I wear it like a jacket. And then Audrey had to come up because let me tell you something. Audrey, you won't know what hit you, okay? She can get you like that. She was like, you have to get yourself together now. And I was like, yes. And you talk so quietly, I have to pay attention. And she's what makes me tick. And I want to give a round of applause to Aaron McIntyre, who's really making this happen with the acting class. And I mean, we appreciate everything. If you could just let people know we have an acting class, there's a lot of excitement going on because I'm so happy to say we're having our showcase at the Ha Ha Comedy Club, which is the home of Hacks. If you don't watch Hacks, you should if you're a female in comedy. Why? So you can see your own jokes. Just kidding, Netflix.
Woo!
I think I said once, have you ever been intimate with a fat guy? And he started breathing. I didn't know if he was excited or if he was having a heart attack. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah, a little bit. You know your own jokes when you watch and see who the writers are. But that's okay. Give it up for Jehovah's Witnesses, I guess I should say. Is anybody in that witness protection program? That's a joke. Because the Jehovah's Witnesses come when you're waiting for the Coke guy, okay? The worst thing you can expect. You hear that, you're like, oh, God, finally. I'll suck right here. And then they're like, well, baby, we saw your grandma before she died. And you know what, sugar? Miss Esther said that maybe we could come by and have some coffee and cake. And I just got coffee and cake. I don't believe it's the postman. That's why you guys can't get high. You guys can't get high. You're going to die. You have no fun. I'm not a senior citizen. I'm a new ager. Did you hear this? A new ager. Because you guys will never have the fun we had. I'm not going to say it didn't go overboard, but I'm just saying. Where are you going to be in a nightclub where a friggin' white horse goes past you and shits on the floor? Where do you see something like that in a nightclub? You'll never see another Studio 54. I know I talk about it a lot, but oh my God. I just can't even imagine waking up with a guy with a star in his tooth. I'll just never forget. I said, who the hell are you? And how the hell did you get in here? And he said, you brought me. And he was from Lyndhurst. And a star in his tooth. How does this happen? All right. So we're from a part of New Jersey that's very nice. He's from Nutley. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely white. It's definitely, I love it. I love it.
It's nice.
It's so nice, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not that kind of white, like scary white, but, you know, it's just white. Almost. Yeah, it can be scary. Listen, I went out with a guy who bought a house in Watchung. It was the first black family, and they lit the entire front seat of an old car on fire in front of the house. And we pulled up, and I thought it was like, you know, I don't know what I thought. Hello there. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Don't judge me because my crown fell out. I got to let you all know right now, I'm not a meth head. It's just my dentist. You know what it has on the sign of his office? Smiles change lives, and they do. One tooth at a time. Welcome to our humble abode. If this is your first time, I'm Sundar Kronquist, and I'm the director of this mini zoo, and we have a really great time here. If this is your first time, just know that we respect the light. The light's going to come on. You have 2 minutes. You have up to 10 minutes here. If you need a copy of your footage, you will see Audrey, who is the head of the castle here, with the comedy concierge Samantha Linderman, and we have Aaron McIntyre here. Give them all a round of applause, and your security. And if you need any kind of tech stuff done for your computer, do not call me. Do not, because I really don't know what's going on, okay? Really, I went to answer the phone, and I saw a naked person, and I screamed and threw down that phone, and it was me, and it was a true story. So Billy Ramirez does things like that. You guys should know that we have a class that culminates in a performance, and that's what we were talking about on April 2nd. And even if you're not on the show, try to get to see other people at shows. See what they're looking for. Know that sometimes when people, and he's traveled, look, he was on a tour with me, and I totally forgot. Am I lying? No recollection. Stone cold sober. Stone cold. But how many people do I have to see when I'm in New Jersey? It was insane. They had to call security. Who's getting security just to perform? Just to go on stage? Oh, my God, only Jews. It was my boss, David Zendel, and he goes, I don't give a, he goes, she's my secretary, I don't give a damn who she thinks she is. Mental illness, I love him. I love him. These are all ex-bosses, and back then you knew you did a good job, because they would say, good job, and they hit you 2 times on the tuchus. Isn't that illegal?
Yes.
I thought so. Anyway, it's $10 for 10 minutes, and if you're paying by Venmo, it's $11, because it's too much money, guys. And welcome to our humble abode. Thank you, Anya. If you would give this to them, to Samantha Permy for just a second so she could get the names, that would be great. Make sure you give your email information, because when people call here for casting, I don't want to hear, it's the funny black guy. We're all funny. We're all funny. I mean, it's just so. You don't have to, but promote yourself. Let people know where you're performing. This is a great space for that. Hey, is this Miss Lynn? She's my guest tonight. Get up for Catherine Lynn right now. Kathleen Lynn coming in. Just come in and have a seat, please. Don't worry. Sit sideways. We're going to mark you absent. Get in here. Come on. These people are going to be yelling at me. I'm kidding you. Yeah. Why not front row? And, of course, we always have our models from France. Anya. No, come on in. We got chairs. We have nothing but chairs. Yeah, we're going to give up a chair. Can you just give me a chair from Hunter? Can you give me a chair, please? You have a baby seat? Where's there a hanger? Because you know why? I forgot my shirt.
Oh, okay.
And I had to change.
Where'd you get that one?
Off the rack, where people keep telling me, take your clothes home. I'm like, no, you don't know what can happen, right, Samantha? Thank you so much. Isn't that a great idea?
Sure.
And listen, you'll be surprised what people call you for here, okay? We do this thing, roaster us. People want to be, can I have this hanger? They're going to say I'm anti-something now. Now, that would have made a point. If they, instead of using paddles, like from church, if they had just used hangers, that would have sent a real message. You know what I'm saying? A real message. Which, I got to tell you, at this point, I don't know who's getting pregnant anymore. Plan B is where we should be investing our money. Oh, special side note, $5.99 at Costco. He's laughing so hard because he's a man. Do you know what Plan B was when I was a kid? The entire pack of birth control pills. I'm talking about the entire pack of birth control pills. And then your mother's like, you want some coffee? Why? I don't know. It's my language. It's a terrible thing that could happen. It's insanity. And I think we're all settled now. We know what we're doing, and that's great. And I wanted to give a shout out to our home photographer, our house photographer, Hunter White. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot about that. Who's doing a wonderful job with content. And if you've got a podcast that you want to do, we've got everything. Take a look at Talk Show on the Go, Sunday Talks. We've had people like, a lot of people. And your comedy concierge, Samantha Linderman, I'm always in awe of seeing you. And I'm going to make sure I see you first. Let's give it up for the one and only Samantha Linderman. Let her hear you.
Keep it going for Sunda, everybody. I made this joke last time. I'm going to do it again. So some of you might know me. Others are like, just get to it. I really thought I was only going to be on that spaceship for 5 days. Oh. And I don't know what happened. 6 months later, I'm back. I'm not pregnant. Everybody thought I was pregnant. Everyone thought it was hairspray. No, I'm kidding. What was I going to say? Oh, that actually was a joke by my dad. He was like, you got to talk about the spaceship. And I was like, why? Dads love space. Yeah. They want to get away from us. Dads want to be anywhere but near. Anywhere but here, anywhere but near. I know that if I was in space, one funny thing Trump said, he was like, I hope they like each other. Maybe they love each other. And I'm like, you're really thinking about this. You're really thinking about this. Like, you're really writing some Wattpad fiction at home. You're really at home thinking about, I hope they're in love. I hope they're in love. Maybe they are. I know I would. Probably however long they're supposed to be there, after a week, I'd be like, are we doing this? Like, there's no going back. Like, let's repopulate the moon. Like, I don't know. I hope they have an OnlyFans. I hope they have Wi-Fi. I hope they're making money. That's all we think about. I'm from LA. Anybody else? Okay, that's fine. Nobody's from here. Nobody's really from here. I feel like you can't really have pride about being from LA. Like, should I give up on this? Yeah. I feel like you can't really have pride, like, about being from LA. You know what I mean? Like, New York, like, people from, I'm New York, I'm New Jersey. Like, when I say I'm from LA, people go, wow, I really thought they were real. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm real, I'm from LA. They're like, no, who's your doctor? I can't believe it. Like, what does that have to do with, like, being from Cedars-Sinai? I don't understand. Let me know what that means, if you guys know. 3 ways to know your boobs are real. If you don't know, your own boobs are real. If they're ever cross-eyed. Nobody? Okay. If they're having a conversation with your belly button. And if when you babysit, the kids go, you have tatas like my mama. Like, why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me that? I'm not your mom. You know what I mean? I have to say that to kids all the time. I'm not your mom. I don't know what your mom's doing. I'm not going to give you the iPad. today I work at a school. Thank you so much. I'm not a teacher. Don't clap. I'm not a teacher. Just leave it. I work in an after-school program, not like an after-school scene on TV, but like just real life. Real life. School's over. What are we gonna do with them? Kind of situation. RC grass right now. And it's actually been very, very joyful. You know, like every day. Like anyone here like love therapy? We lie because we're doing stand-up. I go to therapy 3 times a week. It's like, no, you're at the open mic 3 times a week, and you're getting therapy for $5 to $10, and it's not the same thing. But what can you do? What can you do? I told my therapist, I was like, don't worry. Like I said, I'm not going to invite you to my show, and she was like, I wasn't planning on going. Do you know what I mean? She's like, do you know where you are right now? Do you know where you are right now? I asked her if I could live stream, and she said, let's do 2 a week. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, Tracy, I see how it is. Something about a woman named Tracy. I don't know. It's just like, she's like, oh, but she's young. I'm like, who are you? Do you know what I don't know. But the kids, like today, they were playing with iPads. And I said, raise your hand if you have an iPad at home. Every hand goes up. And I was like, okay, that's what I thought. And I was like, don't throw them on the ground. Like all this stuff. It's like, I shouldn't have to say that. But we do. And these kids were like 10. Like it wasn't like the 5-year-olds. I was like, you're 10, like you're double digits. Like you have 10 digits on your hands and 10 digits in your years. Like don't throw the iPad on the ground. And it's funny. It's like, you know, like when a kid, maybe it's not funny. Maybe it's only funny to me, like after the fact. But anytime, and Suna hates these kind of jokes, but I have to because of where I was born, my family life. Anytime a kid farts, I start going, oh, I go, oh. And then I go, does somebody have to go to the bathroom? Does anybody have to go to the bathroom? I go, sometimes I have to go to the bathroom. Has anybody read the book Everybody Poops? Does somebody have to go to the bathroom? Yeah. And they never say that when they have to go, and then it's just like, I'm gonna throw up. Kids will always tell you, like, the first like couple weeks I didn't know my name, obviously, and I was like so sad. I was like, are they ever gonna learn my name? Now I hear Miss Sam and I want to scream. Like, Miss Sam, Miss Sam, Miss Sam, Miss Sam, Miss Sam. So this weekend I went to SeaWorld and I'm like, I'm doing something right now. I'm actually doing something really important. I'm actually getting your friend goldfish. So let's be real right now. Let's be real. Because if it was your goldfish, you'd be livid. You'd be sobbing. You'd be sobbing your eyes out. It was really hard for me when I used to see them cry because they're like anywhere from like 4 to 11 years old. The difference between 4 and 5 is crazy. I'm not gonna get into that though. Because when they would cry, I'd be like, okay, anything you want. Here's a $50. You know what I mean? Like I get so sad. And now I'm like, are you feeling sad? What can we do? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can't, anytime you cry, because I'm like, I'm going to cry. And that's what I say to them. I go, because when they sit like this, like when they sit in their chair like this,
yeah, that's it.
And I go, you're going to fall, you're going to get hurt, and I'm going to cry. Because I can't fill out another incident report. I can't fill out another report. They're like, it has to be so detailed. It's like, the student was walking down the stairs, not looking where they were going. They fell on their right, whatever this is called. And it's like, they got a scrape, no bruise present. And I'm like, this is freaky. Like, I don't know. It's too much sometimes. But I understand why, because whatever. But we have like this relationship with this like exotic animal sanctuary, and they bring animals to show the kids. And there's this one guy who he doesn't know what he's doing. He knows how to work with animals. He does not know how to work with children. They're two different things. And he brings this frog. He's wearing gloves. Sorry, it's a lizard. Same thing, right? He's wearing gloves, and he goes, "Don't touch it. It has venom." Why is it this close to the 4-year-old's face? Oh. He's like, everybody look. And I'm like, look at the lawsuit. We're in Beverly Hills Public School. What are you doing? The kid goes home and is like, oh, it's just a little bit of venom. It's a rash. Like, no, like that's not going to happen. So he brings a sugar glider. Does anybody know what that is? Yeah. It's like a hamster that's like cuter and you can't have as a pet, and it has it's like a flying squirrel. Oh my God. You guys too excited now? Okay. It's a flying squirrel, basically. And he has it in a little blanket. And obviously it's during the day. He goes, it's nocturnal. It doesn't like loud noises, and it can jump and bite. Okay, who wants to pet it? 2-finger touch. I'm like, you're lying. You're lying to me right now. Like, that's actually insane. And this kid, he's the quietest kid, like listens all the time. He doesn't even do 2-finger. He does 1-finger touch, turns around, bites him. No. I have to fill out an incident report. The student was bit by a sugar glider at 2 p.m. And it's like, this doesn't happen. Like, why is this happening? Enough about kids, though, because I can't have that be my whole thing. That was my thing with Bath and Body Works. Is my whole thing. If you don't know, I used to work at Bath and Body Works. They said I was the person who was most excited ever to get the job. They'd never seen a reality. I was like, really? Oh my God! Wow! I'd like to think. And they're like, hey, show up at noon. My mom also came out. She was like, why don't you talk about how I wanted you to work at Trader Joe's? And I was like, then I need to get on birth control because those people are sexy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just working at Trader Joe's. Like I need to work on my boundaries first before I work at Trader Joe's, because there's a certain level of physical attraction you have to work there. And I don't know. I'd be scared for the interview. They'd be like, so how many Caesar salads? Whatever. Do you eat our salad? I'd be like, listen, I don't know. Just like, give me the discount. But dating apps, I mean, I'd never hear people talk about them at open mics, so I don't know what that's about. They're really the downfall of connection. I'm on 3 of them. I'm on 3 just in case. That's what I say, just in case. Of what? Of what? Thank you. I don't answer. I leave them on whatever, open, whatever. I get a text from a random number. It's like, hi, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. And I've been doing a lot of different things. I haven't seen some people in a while. And I was like, I'm good. Who is this? And he's like, got you. It's Eric from Tinder. Oh I knew you could respond. And I was like, this man's 30 years old. This man's 30 years old in a band. So be aware. Beware and be aware. I'm going to end with this joke. So I was about to, I'm at a guy's house, and, this is during my shaved head era, just for context, okay? Shaved head, like to the, not like a pixie cut, you know what I mean? Yeah, parents cried. Yeah, whatever, move on. And I'm like hanging out with this guy, and he goes, you know what? You look just like my mom before she died. And I was like, okay. And then he made me watch Joey Garcia and what else?
Oh my God.
Dave Chappelle before. And he was like, what do you think about Dave Chappelle? And I was like, could you pay for my Uber back? Thank you so much. I've been Sam. We're at the Ha April 2nd at 8 p.m. One more time for Sunda Kroonquist. You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. There's no place like this. And I don't know where I'd be without it. And keep it going for Sunda, everybody.
Hanging out anyway. God bless you. She's the only white kid that's ever with me where white people say, is that your daughter? And the other thing is, they may believe they don't know how old she is, okay? They don't know if she's 14 or 40, okay? Because she can pull that vibe. And I tripped in front of her once. You know what she said in front of people? She said, what, you want to fall? You want to fall? That's a nice Jewish girl. That's what I want to say. But I have to tell you what I am on. I just love the comedy and the energy. And he's going to get it on. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Antoine. Antoine is here. I miss you.
Hey, what's up? I wasn't ready.
Oh, come on. Oh, my gosh.
Hey.
You're so crazy.
I had no idea. What's up, man? How y'all doing? Word. All right, my turn now. They are quite large.
What?
They are.
I know.
But they're nice, though. We like them.
I'm homegrown.
Any homophobic people here? I should ask.
Yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Immediately. So you're homophobic, or you gay, or you both?
Yeah, both.
Both. Yeah, I know, right? Me too. I'm not gay. That's why I'm queer, as we call it.
Yeah.
Queer, which just means I'm gay. But if I get drunk, I will eat pussy. Because I was raised right. You know what I'm saying? If this was a room full of gay people, I could say because I was raised wrong. Like, it's crazy how jokes could go either way, right? But this is not a room full of gay people. I want to talk about compliments. Do y'all take them well? Do y'all take compliments good? Not good, right? I've been getting weird compliments lately. I had somebody come to a show and compliment my outfit after I got off stage. I was like, that's all you got? Like, I just did 30 minutes of comedy and I look cute. That's all you got? Am I not? What the fuck? Like, I just think it's weird to compliment someone's outfit after a comedy show. Like, you don't go to a okay, whatever. You get what the fuck I'm saying. They didn't like it. I had a guy recently tell me that I was funny for a gay dude. He's like, you're funny. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, how am I? It's like going to a strip club and telling the stripper that she danced really well for a naked person. Like, what does that have to do with it? And And it shouldn't matter because the guy who said this to me, obviously, he's a comic, but on the scale of 1 to funny, not on the scale at all. Like, dude, truly couldn't get a laugh in a tickle fight. He's just not funny. But it made me feel away because I was like, what is he? If I take away the ignorance, what is he really saying? He's saying I'm a funny gay dude, which I am a funny gay dude, but I'm also a funny black dude, right? And I was like, but for a gay black dude, I'm fucking hilarious. But then I had an existential crisis and I was like, am I a gay black dude? Or am I a black gay dude? Right? Like, what? Think about it. This is an existential. I'm going through. Okay, when you see me right now, do I present as a gay black man or a black gay man? Right, it's insane, right? You know, which is it? Do you know, ma'am? Black, so you see me as black first and then gay? Or do you see me as gay first and then black? Like, it's black, right? Black and then gay. Okay, so I bring this up. Somebody asked me recently if I was more proud to be black or if I was more proud to be gay. And obviously, it was somebody who was neither one of those things. And it got me to thinking, I was like, it don't really matter because, you know, in the world that I live in, white folks hate me because I'm black. And black folks hate me because I'm gay. And gay folks hate me because I wear condoms on the first date. Hooked up with a dude not too long ago. He was like, man, I got tested in November. I was like, that was 4 months ago. Like, you collected all kinds of shit since then. Go to the clinic, is what I was saying. So here's the thing. These compliments. I had a woman, also a comedian, also not very funny. She was like, true story. I feel like you could be funny, even like what she said. She said, I feel like you'll still be funny if you didn't talk about all that gay shit. So she said, all that gay. I was like, but I'm a comedian, right? And our job is to do what? Go out into the world, live life, and then come on stage and talk about it. And I was thinking about my life. I was like, I do a lot of gay shit in my life. Like every day, all the time, I do a lot of gay shit. Like just recently, I purchased a bidet on Amazon. I did. And I used that bidet that I got on Amazon while I was taking a piss. And I'm not sure that's how you're supposed to use it, but it felt right to me. And I'm going to keep doing that. I be doing gay shit. That's the point of that joke. I be doing gay shit. What's the gayest thing y'all ever done? Not you. What's the gayest thing you ever did? Don't tell me. I got hired to perform on a gay cruise. I did 2 gay cruises in the past 3 weeks. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. The world is ending. I can tell you. I'm telling you. It is. Has anybody ever gone on a gay cruise? It is. It ain't no shit you've ever imagined. I thought you and I were gay, sir. We have been out-gayed by the gays. The first cruise, it was 5,000 gay men. 5,000 gay men on one ship in the middle of the Caribbean. It was so insane. I was standing on the top deck looking down at these 5,000 dudes at a party dancing, and all I could think about, I was like, if there is a new Bible, this is going to be one of the stories in it. The guy's going to strike this. Like, I'm like, this is the new Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, actually, there was no Gomorrah. It's all sodomy. Just sodomy. It is, I'm like, this is scary. Like, we're all going to hell. It's too much. It was fun, though. I had a good time. I had a good time, man. I just kept thinking, like, hear me out. Because I had so much fun. I came up with this, and I'm not usually a conspiracy theorist, right? But I don't think the Titanic really sank. Truly, I don't. I was like, after that cruise, I was like, them dudes on that boat realized that if they got rid of all the women and the children, that they would have a much better time. They was like, women and children, save yourselves. We're about to party. And that's how gay cruises got started. That's truly how gay cruises got started with Captain Jack. Slash Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, okay, gay cruises. That was fun. Gay cruise. Do I have any else on gay cruises? Yeah, here's one more. I was on that ship. It was an 8-day cruise. I'm talking about all gay dudes. It's like all just gay men everywhere. 8 days. When I finally got off, I remember when I got to the airport, I saw a woman and a child, and I was thinking, what the fuck is that? Like, I couldn't even recognize a woman anymore. All right, cool. If I do that up top, it'll be funnier than at the bottom.
No, it's good there.
Check. You like it there? Okay, cool. Okay, so I wrote gay shit, compliments. I'm in my villain era. Have y'all heard of this?
Okay.
I'm in my villain era. Ish. Because here's the thing, when you're in your villain era, everybody heard about it. In your villain era, you're like, your boundaries, you're doing what's best for yourself. You don't give a fuck about other people think about you. And so I've been living in that space for a while. And then I got down to level 3 villain era. Villains don't have vices. Did y'all know that? I'm like, it is so hard to better yourself and not have a vice. Like, no drinking, no smoking, no fuck. I gave up fucking for one day and I got my taxes done. I cleaned my gutters. I was like, I am inundated with sex, bro. When I took sex out of my mind, I literally, like, I built a ship of my own and started my own gay cruise. Vices, like, it's insane. I was like, I'm not in my villain era because I need vices. And this is what I realized. I was like, everybody needs one vice, though. One. But you got to be careful of the vice that you choose. Like, cigarettes is not a good vice. I don't judge anybody. I'm going to tell you how I realized this. I was downtown Los Angeles the other day, people watching, as you do when you're downtown Los Angeles. And I watched a woman pull a cigarette out of her purse, put it in her mouth, lit it up, and it dropped to the ground. And do you know what she did? She picked it up and she put it in her mouth as if she had mopped the sidewalk herself. I was like, bitch, we're on Skid fucking Row. Like, I would rather smoke clean crack than to smoke a dirty downtown Los Angeles cigarette. And I get it. In this story, I have a crack addiction, but this woman has a staph infection, foot and mouth disease. It's too much. All right, cool. I got to end this. Okay, I'm going to end with this thought that I had. If you had a time machine, what would you do? Where would you go? What would you fix in the past? What would you do? I thought you was raising your hand. Okay, you was fixing something up there. Okay, cool. A lot of people are like, they stopped the Holocaust, right? They help Jewish people. Some people are like, they'll help people or warn people about 9/11. My mom was like, I'll stop the Vietnam War. She was like, because all your uncles came back crazy as hell. I was like, true story. They did. A lot of black people were like, we would stop slavery. That's what we always say. I wouldn't stop slavery. I'd start it. And there'll be just boats and boats and boats of pale-skinned people that's going to help us pick out, like, who's the niggers now? Do you know what I mean? But then I thought about this. Like, if we enslaved white people, would white people be the new black people? Like, would white people be cool? Would you find a little dude named Eric or Dylan playing the blues? You know what I'm saying? Would we have to deal with white boy joy? Would there be white excellence? You know what I'm saying? By white excellence, I'm saying, would Eminem produce an album that has tragedies and shit that we can actually... What am I trying to say? If Eminem had an album with trauma that we can actually relate to, that's the point I'm making. He's like, I hate my mom. I'm like, we don't relate to that. We love our moms. Okay, I'm gonna work on that a little bit. I think I did a good job. I'm very proud of myself. You guys are really good. My name's Antoine Tobias. Thank y'all so much.
Oh, and where do we find you, Diva?
Antoine Tobias is funny on Instagram. And, you know, I'm all over the place. Thank you so much.
You're going to be the podcast here soon.
Yes, absolutely.
I missed
Thank you. Miss you back.
I'm sorry you haven't seen me looking like this.
You look great.
But these teeth, oh my God.
We know what's so scary, though, is that people say $1 million smile, and they're almost close to it. And I'm really happy to bring up this next performer. He's going to be performing on the showcase as well. And we go back a little ways, and I'm just so glad to have him back. You can call him Angelo. It's Agniello Lobo. Let's hear it for Angelo. It's the Apollo night.
Hey everyone, what's up? I love you, man.
Thank you.
I don't know what you're doing, man.
You did right.
Oh!
I mean, I'm a heterosexual male, and I was like, man, I was just thinking, like, I love the cruise with 5,000 women. That would be something special. It's like, that would be great.
Try it.
You know, I don't know. Ever since I was born, I came out of a vagina, and I've been going to different ones ever since. Me and her are like this, and we eat out any chance I get. It's just good. But hey, a little bit of background about myself. My name is Aguinaldo Coelho Lobo. And my first grade teacher, Miss Osmond, she couldn't say it. My parents were immigrants, so, you know, I never fit in. I grew up in a small town outside of Massachusetts called Brockton, Mass. And Mrs. Osmond said, well, Aguinaldo, no, this is wrong. And she changed it. And I took this piece of paper home and I gave it to my parents. They said, Angelo? They couldn't say it. So it got stuck, you know, Angelo. So everybody calls me Angelo. And I grew up in a small town outside of Boston, and I never fit in, man. You know, black people, I never fit in black people. I never fit in with the white people. I didn't fit in with anybody. The Puerto Ricans coming to me, hey, Lobo, what are you, man? What you doing, man? What are you? I said, man, I'm Cape Verdean, man. Give them a little example. Tudo mulheres ali, granhos de céu, obrigado por terem. Translation in Portuguese, to all the ladies, I love you. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. To you men, just mean what's up. Puerto Rican dude comes to me, Lobo, you come to my house, we're gonna have mofongo, pasteles. Hey, but come here, man. Don't fuck my sister. Don't you ever fuck my sister. It was too late for that. Her and I already went down that road. Paco was his name. He ended up going to jail for like 30 years of murder. And her and I had a kid. Word has it, he's getting out pretty soon. He says, I'm coming for you, Lobo. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I got a nephew, his nephew's 30, but he scares me. He's like tattooed, and he's got shit on the streets. So I keep running. Here I am. Figured I'd do comedy. My therapist the other day, I saw him at the gym, and I'm trying to tell him. And you know that there's a HIPAA law. They can't talk to you if they see you outside. And I'm like, dude, I just told you I robbed banks. I've been with you for 10 years. You can't say hi to me in the gym? I got in my car and I was contemplating suicide. I mean, you can't make this shit up. The guy sees me, I'm lifting, I say hi, and he pretends he don't know me? I've paid you thousands of dollars. And you can't say hi to me in the gym? It just doesn't make sense. You know, I'm just thinking about these things. I'm venting right now. Because the world is crazy. It's upside down. I saw a guy from Arizona. He's got Arizona plates. I figured he's from Arizona, right? But he's wearing a mask. Triple mask. I thought COVID was over. It's like 2025. Ever since I got the booster shot, and I'm like, this Twilight Zone, man. It is. It's the Twilight Zone. Time is just flying by. Saw my ex-wife on Bumble the other day. It made me think, you know, like, damn, sometimes I miss her, right? She's wearing like a bikini. And I'm like, she never wore that shit for me. She's got the whole world looking at her like now. She's wearing a bikini. And I read the fine print and she says, I can cook. She never cooked for me. Hey, that's one thing. I was teaching my son the other day how to cook. I said, look, man, you got to make your own stuff. Because women of today don't know how to cook.
Whoa.
I'm preaching it, man.
Whoa.
Look, they do not know how to cook. I said, hey, let's make some cook together. No, let's just do DoorDash. I don't want to do DoorDash. I want to make some nice chicken breasts, some asparagus, and cauliflower, and just make some stuff. They're like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah. But anyway, I was thinking about this. When I was using drugs, I'm a sober man. I've been sober for like 21 years. No. Don't clap at that. There's nothing like having a few 8 balls in a hotel suite, a couple of prostitutes, and all the Jack Daniels you can drink. I love that shit. Didn't get me far, but I loved it. And there's nothing like, you know, being high on coke and room full of prostitutes and nothing you can do with the prostitutes. You know, you end up talking to your Willie, come on, man, we gotta go. They're in there, we're gonna have some sex. And Willie's like, I ain't going nowhere. you can do another line. And you got the prostitute over there just say, come on, baby, do me. I'll be right there. And you just talking, I'm going to be right there. And then I become a surfer. I'll be right there. You know, when you're on drugs, you don't want to move. You ain't got time to get up. And you smoke some weed. You just like, yeah. Somebody call you, hey, you coming over? Yeah, I'll be over in an hour, man. Be right there. You don't leave. You don't want to leave with that weed. I know how it is. I used to have a girl, she was smoking, and she said, oh, I want to come over. I said, nah, I don't want to get involved with anybody that does drugs. But you go ahead and smoke and come over when you get the munchies. That's going to be fun, right? Because she's high. It's like having sex on high. When you're high, it's just good. It's high good. You know, life is great today. I mean, I made it to L.A. I drive up from San Diego.
Thank God.
Then I see you guys, and I had an audition today, and it was fun. But I was like, you leave there hoping you get the part. You know, as an actor, you just want the part, and you know you're good. And they say, we'll call you, and then you hear nothing. It's crickets, nothing. But I know I'm good. You know, I was born good. Then Mrs. Osmond, she fucked me up. She said, you spelled your name wrong. It started early. They tried to compress you and press you down. They said, you're not good. Failure. You failed. It was 2 + 2. I got the answer, right? No, you're not good. You don't know how to read. My English teacher used to come up to me, Angelo, you're not going to make it reading these magazines.
Yep.
He didn't know I was selling them to the headbangers. I made more money than my English teacher by the time I was 17, man. I was making a couple $1,000s a week. I was driving. Thanks, I got the light. I was driving the workers for my uncle. I didn't know they were all illegal.
Yep.
You know, we had Paco's cousin, Paco's uncle. They were all in the back of the van. I dropped them off, and we get locked up in a Target. It was like a Target back then. It was called Bradley's. And we would get locked up in there just doing janitorial stuff. And one time, the security guard started robbing the place. I was like, what the fuck? He put on a mask, he put on things, and I saw it, and I was like, who the fuck is that? I said, oh shit, it's the security guard. And he's crawling through the glass and grabbed the watches. Next day, when they opened up, he just put on his uniform and walked out.
Oh,
A couple weeks later, I applied for a security guard. I was like, hey, you gotta get away with it. Why not? Well, that's my time. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate you.
where can they find you?
Hey, you can find me on Instagram under aguinellolobo.com.
Aguinello.
Aguinello.
Spell
Panfrabo.
Aguinello.
Aginelo.
Isn't that nice?
And if you're single, you have nothing to worry about. My ex she's a nice person. She'll invite you in. And she can help us cook.
And you know what? Let the girl smoke and get the munchies so she could cook for your ass. That's what you need. All right, we've got some hormone changes going on right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring this. I'm very proud, by the way, to talk about this. There's a documentary that's going to be done with me, with teeth. Somehow we're going to have this happen. This just happened in the car.
We'll CGI.
This one was loose. I kept showing you it was loose, and now it's just completely gone. And all my smiles are just like... because I have to. And I have to bring up this next comedian because we are preparing for this showcase on April 3rd. And I'm proud to call her the next greatest person, documentariist person in the world, okay? Because she's already getting stuff out of me. And I'm just proud of a woman that's putting out, we have a few women in here like this, but this one's on my ass already. We got a lot of work to do. Let's give it up for the one and only Abby Rosenler. Here you go.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. If you couldn't tell, I'm racist towards gingers. So I don't know what it is. They all scare me. Sorry if there's any gingers or people super close to gingers here. I'm not. I don't get close. I'm scared. Hi, everyone. I'm Abby. Lots of new faces. This is very fun. I have some new stuff. I have some old stuff. Remember when I'm in the era, as Will likes to say, the era of school shootings. remember when they were thinking for a while they were going to give teachers guns to combat all the kids bringing guns into school? I thought that was funny because any of the public school teachers that I had growing up, if you had given them a gun, they would have either used it to incentivize the students to do their work, or they would have killed themselves. Yeah, I really wanted to be a teacher for a while, until I found out that their wage is like a step above a metallic street performer. But then I found out about the guns, so like maybe I'm back in. I don't know. It's hard to say. I wish that I have a boyfriend and he loves sports. It's exhausting. But I think that like basketball would be a lot more interesting if LeBron James, as himself, decided to become a Broadway superstar instead. And he changed the name of Broadway to La Broadway. And like in this fun universe where LeBron is basically Lin-Manuel Miranda and also Liza Minnelli, all of his friends get little musicals named after them too. Could be like Shaquille O'Neal, or like Kareem Abdul en Rouge. Bye bye Kobe. Sorry. No, but I love my boyfriend. I love my boyfriend so much. I scoured my Jesuit university to find the perfect Jewish boy, and I picked him right up. He's mine in my pocket. And it's nice because with this relationship, I've realized that it's good when you have things in common, which I didn't do with the last few. But for example, like me and Danny is his name, we're both very anti-butt stuff. Because like as an advocate of skid marks, and I just can't be messing with that at all. And I think I'm so comfortable talking about my butt and my poop is because I have a French bulldog. And what's fun about those little guys is that they don't have a fucking tail. So, like, you can always see butt. You can always see butt. Hole is always out. Rain or shine, hole is there. And I love her so much. I love her so much even when she comes inside from relieving herself from taking a massive shit outside. And this fun thing happens where we have to wipe her ass. Yeah, it's bad. We didn't really know we signed up for this when we got her off of Craigslist. But now it's like a game for her when she comes from outside to relieve herself, and she knows she has what we call poopy butt, and she'll run around and she'll do that thing that dogs do. And she's a Frenchie, she's really fast. She'll do that thing where she'll get up on the couch with her poopy butt, and like she'll be staring at me still, and she'll do that thing where she just kind of like rubs on the couch like that, and it's the grossest thing ever. And then she'll get up and it's like a little Pablo Picasso painting from my Frenchie. So cute. She's so cute. Yeah. She's everything to me. She's my mother. She's my father. She's my sister, my brother. She's like probably my God. I love her. She's my phone screensaver. Like, I can't get enough of her. She's everything to me but my wing woman. And I found this out when I decided to have my first Tinder experience. I had come home for a spring break my sophomore year of college, and I was like, it's time to relive all of the experiences I didn't have in high school because I was a loser and I was into film. So I talked to this boy for about 12 hours over the Tinder chat box, and I decided it's time to invite him over while I have the house to myself. Not dangerous at all. I'll invite this 22-year-old named Nico over. He's on his way over. I'm, light a candle, whatever. I'm like, I have the talk with Lucy. You drop that. I have the talk with Lucy. I'm like, look, there's going to be a strange man coming over. let's stay cool, okay? For me, let's stay cool today. He comes over, on his way over, he's like, oh, haha, by the way, my friend's dropping me off. I'm in a leg cast. Okay, we've been talking for so long. We've been talking for years. I know your parents. Why didn't you tell me that you're in a leg cast? Whatever, though. It's too late. He's being dropped off by his friend. I'm like, guess we're going to have to go through with this. I'm about to have sex with a man in a leg cast. This isn't good. There's a transformer coming over and my French bulldog's about to eat him alive. He finally arrives. He waddles, crutches up my steps. Immediately, Lucy freaks out and starts gnawing at his toes. And I'm pulling her off. I'm like, no, she's friendly. When you go over to that person's house and they literally have a rabid dog, it was like that. I'm like, she's friendly. Don't worry. You just need to sit down. It won't be a big deal at all. Don't worry. We sit down. We finally calm her down. And things with leg cast man and I start to get a little, I help him take off his, pants, whatever. We kind of roll him down the thick leg cast, full leg. We mobilize to the room where Lucy swiftly follows, my dog. And I'm like, no, that's not how this is gonna work. I'm not letting you watch this. I lock her out. She immediately starts whimpering and barking as loud as she can. I go, don't worry about that. I turn on rain sleep sounds on my phone thinking that'll drown it out while I'm riding this man with a leg cast, because how else is it supposed to get done? At one point, Lucy gets so angry that she's not being let in that she's just kind of running full force at the door with her head. And that's actually why Frenchies have flat heads and flat faces, is because they're constantly running into fucking doors to cock block you. And finally, after 21 minutes of sex with a man in a leg cast, I'm like, Lucy has stopped barking finally. I'm like, whew. I go out there, and she's thrown up 3 times, shit 3 times, and with her butt has written, I'm sorry. My name is Abby. You can find me on Abby J. Rosen on Instagram. I love it here, but I have dry mouth, and I need to sit down. Thank you.
Dry mouth, and you didn't share?
I don't know what's going on.
Because before you go on stage, always try control. Try to have control all the way down, and then it'll focus you. It's just a singing thing anyway. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Nobody asked me for my advice. They're like, get some friggin' teeth. That's what they're thinking. Because I want to know why I can't get a weave for my teeth. You know what I mean? Because we could put anything on our hair. You don't know what's in a black woman's head. I'm serious. I used to have my hair glued on, sewed on, macrame, crocheted. You mess with black women, you come out a crip. You're like, I don't even know how this happened, but I can't get my fingers through. My husband went to brush his teeth with bonding glue. Okay? Because we were dating, and he didn't know it wasn't my hair. And he said, what's wrong with this toothpaste? And I said, well, it doesn't have fluoride in it. But I want to give it up for the comedy, because we're all here now, ready to have fun. Are we ready to have more fun? Somebody has to give me energy. All right. Because I want to bring up the one and only Mandana. Is that correct, Mandana? Okay, Mandana, come on. We're doing it for the first time, right?
I've never been in a stage like.
So you want us to give you the light at 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I've never been on a stage like this. This is my first time doing it.
All right.
But I just want to say that maybe a little bit about me and my sister. I was thinking about that. We are very rival with each other. Yeah, I don't know if any one of you have sister. I'm older than her, 1 year, but we both are very rival. I'm rival to her maybe more than she is to me. Sometimes I think that way. That's the truth. I feel jealous about her, and she feels jealous about me. And I have 2 nieces. She has 2 daughters, lovely daughters. I was always with her daughters when they were born. I came because of the firstborn she gave to a daughter. She was 11-month-old, and I came from Iran to here because of her. And I stayed because of her. I mean, she was so lovely, and I love her. I love her so much. And the second baby came up after I was here for 6-7 months, and I love both of them. And I played with them. They were my love. My imagination was them. I mean, I was very depressed, and whenever I wanted to be happy and think about good things, I had them in my mind. I had their imagination in my mind. But with my sister lies a lot, very much. That is what made me so upset. So I didn't like her lies. And whenever she lied, and I told her, "You are lying about this. I know you are." And she got mad, and she didn't like that. And then I was married. After 3 years, I was here with the children. And then my sister criticized me of something, and that was right. And I told my husband, she's right. Her criticizing is right about me. He said, why do you accept that? You tell her, you criticize her rightly, but she never change herself about that mistake. But you do. And I said, oh yeah, but I couldn't change myself. I just believed what she told me, and she was right about me. I believed that, and I said, my husband, yeah, I believe that. She was right about it. And then she started having her children against me. Once I invited my uncle came from Iran to here, and I invited my sister to the dinner party with my uncle. And then my sister invited us, and then again I invited my uncle, but I didn't invite my sister. My sister got mad at me, and from then she forced herself into my apartment with her children. I didn't want her to come, but my husband was so kind, he didn't allow me to stop her from coming. And she came with her children, and she took her children to the balcony, advising them not to eat anything at my house that night. But I was feeling so upset. My husband was a good cook, and he cooked a steak, and my nieces like to have a steak. And she didn't want her children to have a steak. And I was feeling so bad. I was feeling so awful. My husband forced them to eat some steak, and then little by little, gradually, my sister made them against me. Believe me, I can't believe it. They became against me. My older niece couldn't look at my eyes, and I was feeling awful because I loved them. They were my dream, and then I started feeling upset and feeling depressed, and I started fighting in my head, and I tried to change myself, not to have daydream not to have them in my imagination, and I tried to imagine my husband. Something happened between me and my husband. My husband was very nice. He died 7 years ago, 7.5 years ago. He was a wonderful person. He was so nice that and now sometimes I talk to him with myself. And I love him so much. He's still my love. But thank you so much. He was a wonderful person. He loved everyone. If I tell about him, he gave his credit card to his niece, his brother's sister, his brother, daughter, and son in Canada. They bought $20,000 furniture for their house, and they didn't pay. I told my husband, ask them to pay. He said, no, I think you. And in Iranian like their uncle a lot. I mean, they love their family usually. And he said, no, because I'm their uncle, they pay. But because I'm their uncle, they like me. They don't just ask, Montana, don't worry. They paid little by little. And before he died, even when he tried to catch them, because they didn't answer his telephone. And that's how they were. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, And sometimes when I think, when I have problem with my father too. Just my mother is my back, but my father, I have problem with him. Today I did 2 things right to him. I wanted to make the relationship better. So when I think today I was very fine, but before, when I tried to watch movies, old movies, especially with Gary Cooper. I don't know if you know him or not, Gary Cooper.
Did, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, I love him so much. I love old movies, like 1940, 1920, 1950. I love those movies. I watch those movies, and sometimes when I want to think, I get mad at my father. I feel about my husband death. I feel about my nieces, and I say that I feel if they marry, they're not going to invite me, and my mind, like a wire, goes together, like you are making the wire into the building. My mind goes like that, and I feel crazy. And sometimes I feel pinch of my stomach. I feel bad, and I feel like throwing up. I feel this tank of lemonade in between my stomach to my top of head, and I feel so confused. But yeah, and then I thought I want to come to this comedy show. I share my feelings. I feel so loved here. I feel so good here. I love this woman because I don't know. I like everybody, but this lady who is director, I love her so much. She's so pretty. She's so good talker, good comedian. And I love you. I love everybody who comes here and talk. I like every one of you. I just feel good. I came to talk about my feelings.
Yeah. And you have to say, my name is so-and-so, good night.
My name is Mandana. Thank you so much. I hope I see you next week again.
Yeah. You got it. Man, sisters are doing it for themselves. That's right. But let me say this. We are all here, and it looks like it's always he, she, but now we're going to have a she with the comedy of the one and only PK Mackey. Let's do this.
Y'all keep it going for Angela Davis. Keep it going. And keep it going for you too, Monravia. Is that Mandana?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. That was an interesting story. That was they lit her ass like 3 times. It's okay. Oh man. I'm the only girl in my family, but somehow I got the deepest voice. I don't know how this happened. My daddy, he wanted another boy apparently, and my mama wanted a girl. And this is what you got. You feel me? You know, but I want a husband so bad, but these men in LA are so intimidated. You know, I'm on a date with a young man the other day. I'm having a good time. Food is good, atmosphere is great, but he look uncomfortable every time I'm speaking. He just keep frowning. So I'm like, what's up? What's wrong? And he's all like, girl, you sound like James Earl Jones, nigga. Let them wait. I'm talking to my son. My son works. I said, ain't no damn way I sound like that man. Another dude I went out with, he thought that I was the EA Sports dude. EA Sports is in the game. He thought I was him. He was mad as hell I ain't have no video games to give his ass. I said, nigga, that's not me. Fuck the shit out of him that night, though. I tell you that. Hey, glory to God. But here's where I messed up the next morning. You know, if you think I got a deep voice now, you should hear me in the morning. I sound like Barry White. You feel me? He rolled over like, good morning. I was like, good morning. Child, he got up so quickly, put on all his clothes, grabbed his car keys. You would have thought his car was being towed. Nigga left his phone and everything. I had to run outside and chase him like, hey, you forgot your phone. He looked at me. He was like, keep it. I was like, damn. How I'm supposed to text you? Shit, how I'm supposed to... It's Lent season, Ramadan. Anybody practicing Ramadan or anything like that? I'm fasting. I'm fasting. It's challenging when you fasting because you want to eat You know, it's hard. So it's hard. So I had to do things to distract myself from eating. So I don't really be on TikTok like that, but I just got on to distract myself. Y'all, I'm on TikTok, and I come across one of my old ex-girlfriends. And I'm like, damn, somebody been eating a lot of cornbread. Y'all, I started my fast immediately when I saw her. So, you know, like, we ain't seen each other in like 10 years, you know what I'm saying? So I slid in the DM, and I was just like, not you popping up on my For You page. She all like, as long as I don't look crazy. I'm like, look kind of full is what you look like. So we texting, we going back and forth. So I asked her, I was like, you know, it's 2025. You know, do you think that you and I can have a platonic relationship? You know, she all like, you still like me? I know you like this view. I said, bitch, the view is gluttony. I want to help you. The view, You know, she, you just want to fuck me. I said, bitch, I want to help you lose weight. And then I want to fuck you. It's a process to this. You know, I'm like, sister girl, you look like you break couches. What you talking about? Toxin, you still like me? I said, baby, you are a French fry away from Dr. Now knocking on that door. She live in Texas, so I can say that. She live in Texas. Yeah, man, don't go back. Don't date Virgos, man. Let me tell you something. Any Virgos in here, we can talk about it. Y'all got power. It's like it's powers, and I'm dead ass. Like that shit with Will Smith slapping power. That wasn't nothing but the power of a Virgo. People be like, no. I take it a step further. Beyonce. Power. What the fuck? Niggas lose their fucking minds when they see Beyonce. Beyonce got so much power, she could tell a gay man, stop sucking dick, and they'd stop. That's how much power Virgos have. You feel me? Stay away from them. Hey, what's up, baby? Gotta get my life together, man. I need to move. I got a neighbor next door. We got thin walls in my apartment. I got a neighbor next door, and he's a pizza man. He delivered pizzas all day, come home at night, play Fortnite, I think it's called, and then, you know, he likes to get off. You feel me? One time I thought he had a lady up in there. I was like listening to shit, and I was like, oh, it's just him, you know, but he don't know that I can hear him getting off. So one night I was bored, and I was like, man, let me help this nigga out. So he trying to get off. I said, yeah, nigga, get it all out, nigga. Get it all out for daddy, nigga. I think I scared him because he was like, huh. And I was like, yeah, nigga, get it all out for daddy. I ain't heard him getting off since. Damn, I gotta get my life together. Anybody, clap if you in your 20s. Clap. 20s. Strong dick. Hey, glory. I can't fuck these 20-year-olds no more. I fucked a 25-year-old the other day. He had anime playing in the background. That shit fucked up my vision. I was like, hey, young man, you got to cut this off. All these lights and cut it off. Nigga, put the game on. I need to hear sneakers on the court. Nigga, put the game on, nigga. Put LeBron on to some shit, nigga. Put that on. All these lights in action. You can't concentrate, nigga. I like to be loved. He ain't called me since. I got to... Damn, I got to get my life together, man. Fuck, man. I do, man. I got to get my life together. Like, before I moved to this place, I used to live with a 24-year-old gay man. I would not recommend. Ain't nothing wrong with being gay. Antoine, look, I used to eat pussy, okay? Ain't nothing. That ain't the problem, dog. Like, I had to leave his ass because he brought home way too much dick. Like, unannounced. You know what I'm saying? When you living with gay men, you can be shirt topless, nigga. You feel me? He ain't trying to fuck me. You feel me? So I'm in the house washing dishes, titties out, okay? Do-rag on, nigga. He gonna come in the house with another man. He like, yeah, this Charles. I'm like, hey, you gotta let me know, nigga. What the fuck? Charles like, hey, sis, nice titties. I'm like, hey, nigga. Shoot, living with a 24-year-old, I felt like I turned into my father living with them, you know, because they make a lot of, I don't know what they doing in that back room. I don't know if they moving furniture or doing karate, but it's a lot of noise. And I'm like, hey, keep it down, nigga. I gotta do Instacart in the morning, nigga. Keep it down. Get mad and shit. I overheard him talking about me one day. Heard one of his new little toys. He was just like, I thought you said your roommate wasn't one. He said, my roommate isn't. He said, that's a grown-ass man out there talking. I came out there like, bitch, I got your grown-ass man, nigga. I got your grown-ass man, cuz. I don't know if y'all know anything about zodiac signs, but I'm a Cancer. Woo! Hey, okay. And my name is Larry.
Yeah.
Hold on. The thing about Cancers are, we are the most pettiest sign out of all the 12 signs. We're the pettiest ones. So, okay. So, one particular week, my roommate, he brought home like 3 different dudes, like different nights. So, by Friday, I had enough. I said, it's time for the Cancer to come out. You know, so they be playing music, they be blasting TV and shit like that. So what I did was, I took my phone, I turned on my music, but I hooked it up to his Bluetooth speaker. And I put on that gospel station. You know how hard it is to fuck the melodies from heaven? It's hard. It's hard to fuck the break every chain, break every chain. Woo! What I did not know was my roommate was like soaking wet, hard dick. He came out the room. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? I'm like, what you doing, nigga? Cut it off! I Instacart in the morning, nigga. Keep it down. One time, my roommate, he brought home a dude that I matched with on Hinge. I'm like, Tony? He like, nah, my name is real. I'm like, so no wonder he ain't called me back. He likes dick. Okay? I'm over here telling my homegirls about the situation with my roommate, and she was like, you really played gospel? You really played Pandora? She was like, why? I said, girl, Pandora got commercials. Shit, I was waiting for an AIDS commercial to come out. every 2 to 3 people in the room have AIDS. Oh Magic Johnson come on and be like, yes, I have AIDS, but I turned out fine. Thank y'all so much. Follow me on Instagram at PK Mackey, and I'll follow you back.
Spell Mackey.
M-A-C-K-E-Y Mackey.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Isn't it so great to see that I have no teeth again? I don't know why I'm talking about my teeth, because it's going to be okay as long as we settle, relax, kick back. You got to love comedy and basketball so you can hear it all. The one and only Anya West. Anya!
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, Antoine. I definitely did not know I was about to get called up. That shit shocked me. I know, y'all. I look so surprised. I know, but I really was. I was like, what? Damn. What was I gonna talk about? I was just writing random shit. So let's get into it. I know PK, you was talking about fasting. I was like, nah, that's real. Cause I know a lot of people be fasting like cause of religious reasons, but I love fasting, or when people start fasting, because it gives me an excuse to miss meals. Because I'm already doing that, but like now we doing it together. Like now it's for a bigger reason, you feel me? Because me personally, it's a part of my TFD. I don't know about y'all, but like it's a condition that I have. I've told a few people about it. We seem close in here. TFD it's an alternative to brokenness. Because when you say you broke, it's like you putting brokenness on your life, like you manifesting it. So watch your language. You feel me? But TFD, that just means you're temporarily financially disabled. So it's like you have a plan to get out of it one day. You feel me? Like it's just, you just never know. But that fasting is a part of it. TFD for sure comes with like some real disabilities in real life. Like, I don't know, throughout the week, like, I'll be trying to go to work and shit, and I started my car, and it made a noise the cars ain't supposed to make, you feel me? But because of my TFD, I actually never heard it. I just had to continue on my journey. Like, I couldn't do shit about it. I just had to keep going. So everybody's like, why your car sound like that? I'm like, I don't hear it. Like, it's nothing I can do. It's even affecting my friendships at this point. Like, honestly, my friends, like, you know, one of my homies called me. He was so happy. He just got a new job. He's like, man, I'm so happy to have you as a friend, bro. Like, I love our friendship because I know, like, no matter what happens, I know money is not going to change us. And you ever be on FaceTime, you like fake like you froze so you can hang up? Because I couldn't lie to him. I'm sorry. Money is going to change me. It's going to do it. I'm sorry. I've already seen it do it in small amounts. You feel me? Like, I know it's going to be bad. Like throughout the week, I be eating mad regular, like Oreos, bagels, sandwiches, cereal, noodles, sufficing, no complaints. I be living my life. But let that check hit my bank account, my whole fucking diet changes. I started ordering shit I ain't never ordered before in the restaurant. I'm like, nigga, give me the filet McGinan. Nigga said, the filet? Filet McGinan, sir? Yes, $62. I have just enough. No tip, just enough. It'll go through. I know I have enough. No, God. I know that shit came with a quiz. I thought the niggas was on to me. I thought I sounded like a novice. They was like, how do you want it done? I'm like, nigga, I don't know. Excellent. Do it well. The best way. Cook it. Like, how do niggas normally order it? Like, nigga, like, I'm not the chef. Nigga, like, what do we? I don't know. Bro, I don't know. I got into a political discussion recently, which is always fun for me because, like, I know, but I don't really be caring for real because ain't really shit I could do right now. But I was talking to somebody and they was talking about like how they like no president's ever been good, and I was like, well, I never said presidents were good. I just said Obama was cool. Like that's a total like good. You can be bad and still be cool. Like you never had to be a good to be cool. Like I don't know. I feel like you gotta be such a like out of all the presidents for sure the coolest. Like I feel like there's no debate there, right? Yeah. Is anybody debating any other president? Like I'm ready to go band for Obama right now. Like come on, but I was like, you know you a cool ass president when you don't even gotta do no shit, but like if you wear some shit, it make headlines. Like when niggas talking about the tan suit, y'all remember that shit? Yes. Niggas on CNN like, this is the worst president in history. I'm like, for wearing a suit this brown? Like it's crazy. Like the drip had people in arms, like angry. Just off the drip, like nigga, no president got motion like this. Like this is elite motion. Or insane. Like, oh my God. Like, if Trump wore a brown suit today, you'd be like, that's terrible for his skin tone. But Obama could just do whatever. Like, the color was just... Nigga had... I don't know who Obama barber was. Lineup always crisp. Like, come on, bro. No president... Like, I feel like people was just mad that he was so fly. I'm like, bro, you can't even, like... Like, I understand, like, policies and such, but, like, at the same time, the president's gonna be bad regardless. So it's like, you judging based on drip at this point. I just think he's the coolest president. I recently had a... I don't want to be like, I don't know. I always try to stay on the good side of what I say. But recently I was thinking about, I don't know if y'all have seen the case about P. Diddy. And I know it's so bad. Everyone's like, every time somebody's on stage, like, don't make a P. Diddy joke. Like, it's always in my brain. But it's not a joke. It's just a discussion. Let's discuss. It's open mic. It's a discussion. It's not show talk. All right. I feel like P. Diddy was moving like Lex Luthor, and that's why they had to get him up out of here. Like, he was doing too much, and like, if you listen to the music, I'm like, bro is like screaming in the back of the song, take that, take that. I'm like, he's doing a lot, bro. Like, he's like almost confessing on these records. And he's doing a lot, you feel me? And I don't know, I feel like this is gonna be so bad. I feel like okay, I understand the justice system. Like, they gotta, if you're doing bad, they gotta get you up out of here. And I feel like Diddy being a rich, successful black man getting caught up, it's like, okay, that's, people feel away. But like, people don't really feel as much as they would feel if OJ had been found guilty as well. Walk with me. Now this is a long edible trip, and you're like, how did he just connect these two things? Walk with me. OJ, rich, successful football player. Everyone's like, this guy's for sure going to jail. All the black people were like, oh, he's for sure going to jail. Like, they found the glove and all. He's like fake putting the glove on. I'm like, bro, I used to do that when I didn't want to go to school. Like, my mom's like, put your pants on. I'm like dragging the leg off. Like, you was just in those pants. You woke up in those pants. How can you not fit them now? But like, you know, even niggas is lying. Clearly, you're like, this nigga's going to jail. But then they flipped it on us. Not guilty. He's not going to jail. And I'm like, what? White people in arms. Oh my God. But also white people, see? Not all of them go to jail. And then I feel like OJ's case was, he was allowed to not go to jail because of who he killed. Now let's walk with me. This sounds really bad, but walk with me. Women's suffrage. Now we're going. I know it sounds crazy. Walk with me, please. This is a long trip, and there's a lot of points that I'm thinking out again in front of you guys. When people were allowed to vote in this country, who was first? White men. And then black people were like, we trying to vote too. And the white women were like, no, only the white men can vote. And they're like, we were like, you can't vote either. And they're like, wait, you're right, we can't vote either. Then the women's suffrage started happening. Like black people were trying to vote and women couldn't vote. And then they were like, wait, we should be able to vote too. So white women then got to vote, and then it was people of color. So white men have always found themselves to be over, you know, in their pillar of white supremacy, white women. So upon in the trip of, we got to walk all the way back from this, okay? So we're at OJ now, before we get back to Diddy. I know it sounds crazy, just please walk with me. In the pillar of white men's importance, white men come first. Had OJ killed a white man, for sure, he would have been guilty. But killing a white woman, they're like, okay, well, they kind of let the trade-off happen so that they can now point the finger back and be like, not all of them. Now that Diddy's in there, they can say, okay, now Diddy for sure, we can throw him in because we don't have to go not guilty because we already got a celebrity earlier that we let out. It's a long. Thank you. We made it all the way back. What did we learn? Maybe nothing. I don't know. I was high as fuck. Like, how does this make sense on a whiteboard? Like, when I pull the whiteboard out, I know the edible has won. But at some point, we'll figure out how to really connect. I'll end on my last minutes doing this. Yo, Angelo, that was an insane set. Just insane set. I love how you looked at me and you're like, women can't cook, right? I'm like, why are you looking at me? Don't it? What? Like, why do I have to be the face of misogyny right now? I don't want to. Like, he's like, right, Anya? Like, no. And then he's like, women can't cook. They don't be making chicken, broccoli, cauliflower, all things that are very easy to make. Like, damn, this nigga went through the first page of the cookbook. Like, I thought this nigga was gonna say, like, they can't make lasagna. Like, okay, lasagna is tough. But niggas like, chicken, broccoli, cauliflower. Like, nigga, you could get that. That's the easiest shit to make. Like, nigga, damn. You embarrassing us. Come here and be like, yeah, they can't make ravioli. I'm like, yep, some of them can't make ravioli. Like, let's push it up. You don't complain about cooking. I feel like most people can cook. Like, Google, YouTube. There's chicken and broccoli. You ain't gotta watch the whole video. You skip to when they put the shit on the pan. Like, come on, man. Fuck. Looked at me for that. I was like, oh, man. And all the women watched him point at me like, oh, this nigga must be that. No, feminists, women first. Believe women. Okay, and then finally, let's end on this. I feel like niggas who don't got cars have gotten really creative at asking niggas for rides. That shit is hilarious to me because it's never me. I'm too smart. Like, I've been a nigga without a car before. You'll never get me. If I don't want to take you, I won't. You know. But the homegirl, she was wearing, like, she got some perfume. And she's like, was wearing it for the first time. One of my other homegirls who can drive, she has her car. She was like, oh, like, that perfume smells really good. Like, what is it? She's like, oh, don't worry, girl. I'll take you where I got it from. I'm like, huh? They go to the mall together. And she takes it to the store, the Sephora. She shows the exact aisle she got it from. And while they at the mall, she tells that to my homegirl, she says, hey, since we already here, can you drive me home? G made her take her to the mall to then go home. Y'all could have just went straight home. Like, that's so creative. Like, who thinks like that? Like, niggas that I call, like, I feel like had she just straight asked for a ride, and niggas like, oh, you can kind of, argue, but now you getting in the mall together. Now I've ridden with you to this location. You are now responsible for me getting home. Like, you ever think about it like that? Like, they're so smart. Fuck. Genius. I know how that shit fire. I would be hot. Like, my homegirl was mad because she was like, bitch, at this point I have to take you. But like, damn. Got her. But thank you so much for the time. I'm Kanye West. It's on YEWST. We got shows this week. We got 2 shows. We got one on the 19th, one on the 20th. Then we got the show April 2nd at the Ha. Make sure to pull up. Let's get out of here. Clap it up for Sunda, our host. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. That's the color shirt I was wearing today with nothing underneath, which is so scary. Wow. I forgot my camisole. I mean, when you're like, if you want cleavage from me, I have to bend over. I mean, there's nothing there. I mean, how many years in the business? All right, so we're going to keep this party going. And you know why? Because sometimes you get tired in the middle and you feel like you need a little Adderall. Somebody give you a little Addy with, hey, the Persian Mary Poppins. Give her a round of applause. I'll see you next time. God bless you. Ube. Yeah. Dude, I live with Persians. I could say it now because she's not here, but they say the craziest shit to me. They say the craziest shit. Van, you understand? Do you 10? And I say, you're black. And they get so upset. And I'm like, I could prove it. You shop and return everything the next day. Oh, my God. I bet she's on her way. Johnny B knows. They used to ask you for rides. Ever forget them in the parking lot?
Of course.
And you wonder why that lady died like that in my pool. But you know what I wanted to talk about just briefly? There's something that goes on here that's so interesting that you guys don't know about. So I'm just going to just quickly give you this 30-second delve in. But we have an acting class that's with the Film Actors Cafe with Aaron McIntyre. We have the Write Club with Dustin Chafin. And he's a New York writer. The first guest writer that's going to be here with him is going to be Laurie Kilmartin from Conan. And I've worked with Laurie personally. She's great. And now is the time for people to get their improv skills on. Now's the time for people to think, hey, if I'm going to do something, what am I going to do? Am I strictly stand-up? You know, that's why Aaron's class is important. It's for the stand-up who needs to act. And that's why this lady I'm bringing up, we're working on a few projects. And I'm really proud of her. I'm very proud of the work she's done. I'm going to light you at 3. She is the star and the producer of Sketchiest, the one and only Sheila D. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Hey.
Hello. I found, hold on, let me, because I don't know. Let me see. Okay. I found my way back to this stage again. I had the right bro on today. I don't know if you were here Friday. I had the wrong bro and my titties was down here by my belly button. But they back up here today. I made it.
Yeah.
So, as Tuna said, I am a sketch comedian. So, I've been kind of bullied into doing stand-up comedy. So, every time I come here, y'all can't see it right now, but I be squeezing my ass cheeks together so tight because I'm nervous, but you don't ever see it. So, anyway, my name is Sheila D. Yeah, from Baltimore. Did that come out? It did. Sorry. Sheila Dier from Baltimore. And before I was a comedian, speaking of P. Diddy, I was a rapper. My first song was called Ballin' Like I'm Diddy. I'm kind of glad it didn't work out because shit would have been all fucked up right now. I don't know. So I had to become a comedian because what the fuck else was I going to do? But how do you come back from that? But I do want to let you know I never had anything up my ass from him. We never even met. So people, when I tell people, oh, is your asshole okay? Yeah, girl. My ass is fine. But like I said, I'm from Baltimore, and I always like to tell people about our crackheads because they're my favorite. They never hit the ground, and they have a voice. They have a voice, and and when they give you directions, they never give you a left or a right. They give you sightings, things around them with their voice. So this is how they go. You ask them like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, how are you? Do you know how to get to the subway?" Like, well, yeah, baby, you got $2 first? Okay, well, if you don't got $2, give me $1.25, I'll help you out. It's like, okay, I got $1 for you. Okay, so you trying to get down to the subway. Let me think here. Their movements are sporadic as fuck all the time. Like, you moving so much. You gonna go down there to the corner, you gonna see Shirley. Shirley got on them same cheetah leggings that she got on every day. When you see Shirley, you're going to stoop down and look up at the sky. You're going to see a skyscraper. When you see that skyscraper, this hand, you follow this hand. Go all the way to the corner and you're going to see the subway. Can I get $2 more? Like, I done gave you all my money, man. I don't have anything else for you. Shit. And so people are like, well, how'd you become a comedian? And it's because of my family. They're very peculiar. They're all dead except for one. So that you was supposed to laugh at. It's not funny, but it's tragic as fuck. So, but so my aunt is very peculiar. She's the last living person I have left. And like 60% of my personality comes from her. She's so last summer our birthdays are like 8 months apart. I'm sorry, 8 days apart. So we went to a dinner together. It was like a murder mystery dinner, and we're sitting there, and we're sitting with people that we don't know. It's like random people. So my aunt starts pulling shit out her bra, but it's not like regular shit. You know, people might put like a little dollar in there or something. She pulled out mints. But wait, they weren't even like wrapped up. They were fucking loose mints. She took loose ass mints from out of a pack and stuck them in her bra. So I don't know, people with titties, you know it gets hot, sticky, all kind of shit. If you don't have titties, it gets hot, sticky, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So she offering people at the table these titty mints. And I'm looking around like, I can't believe this shit. Then the waiter comes, she pulls out $5 bill, gives it to him. She pulls out chapstick. She has something wrong with her eyes. She needs like eye drops and shit. She pulls those out. So people are looking at me at the table, looking at her like, oh my God, what the fuck else is in there? So yeah, I'm a little peculiar because my family's peculiar. But anyway, my name is Sheila D. Yeah. Please check out my show, Sketchy. It's coming soon. You can catch me on April 2nd at the Ha Ha. And please check out my skits on Instagram, Sheila D. Yeah, they're hilarious. Thank you.
She's not wrong there. Did you leave your information? Did you leave your information? I got yours. Okay. I got Sheila, I am so proud of you. That was friggin' fantastic. Fantastic. See you guys. All right, let me just say this. I am so anxious because there's going to be a documentary going on. And the producers are here, and they met me. I wasn't wearing glasses, and I had all my teeth. Slowly, tooth by tooth, it came out, and now I'm wearing glasses, but that's okay. I'm going to have them all in. And I just thought it would be great to let you guys know that today when I heard that there was a shooting. Did you hear this at Loyola?
There was a shooting.
There was a shooter at Loyola High School. And I know, that's what I said to myself. Isn't that terrible? We should be like, that's awful. But it wasn't, you're like, oh, you see how we are? That's how we are. She said, oh. That's what we said, oh. Oh. That's what I said.
It's not us.
It's not us. I'm going to tell you, well, we'll talk about that another time because you got to because I wanted to bring you up and say, listen, some people get rug burn, but right now we're going to get some Brayburn. burn. Give it up for Art Brayburn. Coming up, Art, come on.
That was good. That was good.
That was a fucking good one. I wrote a bunch of shit down today.
Yeah!
All right, Hunter. Thank you. That was enthusiastic. How's everybody doing? I'm sad. I'm sad Antoine left. Because I just wanted to comment, I'll still do it though, because everyone's here, that if Mark was here, he would have some shit to say about gay cruises.
He would love it.
He'd be like, I tell you what they do on gay cruises. You know, they keep the zoo animals in the basement down there. Zoo animals, they're begging to get out. They're begging anyone they can see. And you know who they beg? They beg those, the Asian Europeans. The Asian Europeans. They beg them. They beg them. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? If you don't know Mark, he's the coolest person in the world. So anyway, hi, I'm Art. I recently quit my particular mental illness. I quit being retarded. I got sick of it. Thank you. It's been with me for a while, you know. It just got old. It was one of my nicknames in middle school was retarded. The other was faggot. This was before I came out or got diagnosed. These kids were genius. What are they not telling me? Fucking cool. Yeah, no, it did get old though. This is true. I have recurring dreams that are pretty what's the word? Just unsubtle. That's not the word. It's a word. Anyway, I have dreams that I have dreams that everyone I know is going on a field trip to South Korea. This is real. And they're all going in an airplane that is 1,000 miles long. It's just forever long. And I can't go because I'm too mentally ill. But everybody I know, including my whole family, is going. And I have to watch the plane take off as everybody waves from the windows. And I just watch the plane go to South Korea. So, I don't know. I just got sick of it. I've been having a lot of weird anxiety nightmares. Last night I had a nightmare that I was just having a conversation with someone and said that only good things came of the Holocaust. And it was just kind of me, third person, watching my dream self be like, that's awful. What a monster am I to say such things? What is this? And I kept talking. I was just being the worst. You know?
I was. It was an awful dream. It was a version of me that I would never want to see again. I was talking to someone. I was like, one time I saw a Holocaust survivor speak. Didn't buy it. Didn't buy it. No, the Holocaust happened. This guy wasn't there. This is what I was saying in the dream. It's terrible stuff. I don't know. This is actually true. Those were really weird. Anyway, people were talking about dating apps, so I thought I'd do that shit. One time, this is the first time I ever was on a dating app. I was 15, and I signed up as, this is the type of shit you think is funny when you're 15. Not funny, and I'm saying it on stage. But I signed up as a lizard. The account's name was Lizard. The pictures on the account were of various lizards. I went on Tinder, and I would swipe on random people, and then say dumb shit about lizards or send them lyrics to rap songs. That was the two options. But like 90s ones with like really weird lyrics that had like bumpity and stuff. Like sounds were lyrics. Anyway, dating apps are so weird and horny though that it took one match for someone to do like a little back and forth about like, this is a funny account. And they were like, so anyway, what do you do outside of this lizard gag? And I was like, are you serious? You have no idea what or who I am. I could be any age, any gender. This is a crazy, I don't know. Antoine left, but has anyone, I know the answer. I don't know. Wait, has anyone here been done gay dating apps at all? Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah. I looked at Bobby, I went, maybe. Yeah, no, gay dating apps are crazy. They're kind of the most depraved places on earth. One time I was on, someone mentioned Bumble. One time I was on Gay Bumble, and I matched with a guy, and he was like, what are you into? What do you like? I was like, I'm going to school right now, I'm a writer, I like movies. And he literally texts back, haha, no, I meant like anal fisting. Right, my bad. And he was like, here's my penis. And I was like, thanks. Yeah, no, Grindr is like the worst dating app in the world. Because guys don't have names on there. Like Patty, what's your name? It's Patty? For Reese, for example, his name is Reese. On gay dating apps, Patty's name might be like Suck Me Up. Oh, on a gay dating app, Reese's name might be like Top Hosting in Car. And on Grindr, you can send photo albums as a first message. You don't even have to say hi, okay? I can get a text message from near you that just says album received. Album received is a blurry folder that says 6 on it, right? And you click on it, and it's 6 of the same asshole, but in various states. It's shaved in this one. It's wet in this one. It's really hairy in this one. It's got something coming out of it in this one. And you just swipe through, and you're like, and then they kind of give the hi. Wow. Hard intro. I like that. I like that a lot. So that's the gay date. Oh, you know what? There is one more thing though. Gay dating apps, they give me a really bad, they just give me bad instincts because gay guy, I'm like, oh God, I don't know what it is. I'm candy to gay guys, okay? Especially back home, like growing up, I feel like, this is the only way to describe it. I feel like what hot women must feel like to men when gay guys are around me. They're just like, hi, you're so pretty. And I'm like, and I have a crazy amount of sexual control over gay men. So anyway, being on Grindr is dangerous for me because every man I see, I'm like, I could have you at my house in 5 minutes. And we could be fighting to the death. I have weird masculine instincts that I want to roadhouse every guy. It's like Facebook Marketplace for strong dudes. I could totally, I don't know, I could totally have my worth proven here. So that's my thought process. I got a depressed lizard. His name's Clyde. Yeah, he's a visual learner, and he's tried to kill himself twice, so it's my fault. He's creative with it too. He tried to hang himself once. He's a lizard. I thought about this because Abby talked about pets. I've never talked about Clyde. And Clyde has some fun habits that I enjoy. Specifically, his pooping habits are great. Because he's a bearded dragon, right? And, great. Well, first of all, she's a bearded dragon. You find out a bearded dragon's gender about 6 months into like their life, right? That's when it shows itself physically. And I had already decided she was Clyde, because she had the meanest fucking side eye head of. She's a dude, man. She likes fucking westerns and I don't know. But anyway, Clyde got to 6 months and we see, oh, it's a girl. And my dad insists that I've given her gender dysphoria by assigning her a gender at birth that does not match her actual gender. And this is why he insists that she tries to kill herself, because I've misgendered my lizard from birth. Anyway, she has this fun habit though where instead of like pooping like a normal person, she'll only do it when I try to touch her or bring her out of her cage or do anything with her. One time I was hanging out with her, we were listening to music. I turned on a record and just shit all over it.
Oh my God.
To be fair, she was like on the record player. But she's let loose, man. And they do this weird thing where they like... Okay, now we're just doing Abby comedy where I'm describing how animals poop. And I'm like, isn't this funny? But it is. She's, she's obviously like on all fours. And so when she poops, she just like kind of runs a little. She goes like this. She's like... And then there's poop behind it. And it's like, it's like kind of a reveal. Anyway, that's my Clyde material. Yeah, I don't really think I have anything else. I'm just fucking around. But we're doing this documentary. Oh, that's the light. I never get the light. That's cool. I always check out. But we're doing this documentary on the LA School of Comedy. I'm on Sunda, so we're here every week. And yeah, it's been very nice. I love everybody here, and it's a great community. So. Yeah, thank you everyone for giving me my time. I appreciate it. Right.
Thank you. Where do we find you online?
Oh, Art Rayburn Comedy online.
Rayburn is BRAEBURN.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Excuse me. Don't forget us when you're rich and famous in Baltimore. Give it up for the B girl. Never. You gotta see her stuff on. You gotta see her stuff on the other two. All right. So I was bringing up Patty before, and I screwed up about somebody else, but you don't need an Addy when you've got Patty. All right. And then we look at each other like
Thank you. Thank you. Just one more, Patty.
Patty. Just one.
I'm trying to. You know what? Give me one more.
Patty.
That was perfect. I'm glad you made that suggestion. I was almost there, but you know when you're ladies, you know when you're almost there. And he does something and it puts you right there. Right fucking there. I'm a little depressed. I had a birthday last week, so I had to go to get my license or picture taken again. And if you have to go, don't go to Santa Monica Department. Just don't go. There's a girl there named Velda. Velda, and she referred to me as broke down Robin Thicke, which I didn't think was funny. I didn't think that shit was funny at all. You know what I mean? Until she called the person behind me crackhead Rachel Maddow. That shit was funny. He didn't think it was funny. I thought that shit was funny because people. That's what the world does to you. It kind of just tells you what you look like. Because look, there's a lot of value in what you look like. It's a lot of how people are judging you, what you look like. Like you look, you guys. I'm gonna give you something. I'm something that you have not seen a lot of. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, everyone talks about a platinum gay. You know the platinum gay. Yeah. Other than your entrance, you've never ventured back up into that area. I'm an app virgin. I never have touched or used an app to meet another human being. Ever in my life. I mean, like, I figure out, I spend a lot of money on my children's education. I don't know why. They don't fucking appreciate it. I educate them just enough so they can fucking look down on me. And they do. They're fucking embarrassed of me. So I was standing over where I live. I did all right for a stupid fuck. Okay? I got it. It was a socialist loophole, rent control. But I'm still fucking there. I'm still fucking there, baby. I'm there. Where the beautiful people are. You know, the pathetic white liberals and Persians. I love them. I love all of them. They're my neighbor. Yeah, it's just one guy. He's all those things. So, like, it's like a Sunday, and my daughter and I are standing out, and we came back. There's a St. Sebastian's church, and a woman walks by. She's about my vintage. She's about my age. And I said, "Oh, that's a very beautiful dress you're wearing." And the woman said, "Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you." And I look over, and my daughter's giving me fucking darts.
Yeah.
She says, "Dad, it's 2025. You just can't talk to women that you don't know. That's a microaggression." What? How the fuck do you think you got here? Did you think I sent your motherfucking smoke signals? How exactly do you think I microaggressed the shit out your mother? I microaggressed the shit out of her all I could. Every moment I thought of things. How could I microaggress her? You know why? To win her love. I couldn't fucking just swipe. Next swipe. There's no swiping. There's no swiping to swipe. I couldn't slip into the DMs. There was no DMs, baby. No. In order for me to find love, I had to A, leave my domicile, put on pants, transverse space, enter an establishment where age-appropriate females dwell. Dwelled, lived, breathed, drank, danced. There, right there. And then I had to mosey on up to one of those mean bitches and ask her, "Would you want to dance? You want to dance?" And when she said no, and oh yeah, they told me no a lot, I had to walk all the way back, all the way across. Everybody fucking knew. But you know what? No big deal. I'm here today. I'm here today, baby. Ain't no fucking big deal. Builds character, you know. But I mean, I wasn't always this smooth dude who stands before you. Right now, you know, there was a time. I'm telling you, I told my daughter. You know, what I said to my daughter, "You want to know? You guys over here. You guys are way over here. Would you like to know what I told my daughter?" I said, "I can remember the very first thing your mother ever said to me. It was at the Improv. It was 1992, and we'd been exchanging glances. That's what we used to do. We used to exchange glances. She was flipping with her hair, which I was told was a signal that she wanted to fuck me. All men think if you play with your hair, they want you. Maybe you're just playing with your hair, but we think you want to fuck us. Just so you know what's going on." She goes, she does this, she goes, "You know what that is? It's the original swipe, right? That's the fucking come hither. Come hither, baby." I come hither, and I made my way over to her. It was on the other side of the bar, and you know, I said, "Hi." Had no fucking game at all, none whatsoever. She looked at me, you know, she looked at me right in my eyes, scratched my eyes, and she said, "Patty, do you know where to get any cocaine?" And I knew it was really love, because I really love cocaine, and so did she. And ladies and gentlemen, we just celebrated our 31st wedding anniversary. Yeah, so what I'm saying is if those apps aren't working for you too well, try some cocaine. It works. Where am I at as far as time, you?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Are you guys ready for a little more mischief?
Yeah!
Would you guys over there, would you like a little more mischief? Sure. I have to tell you, first of all, you give it up for Art. Is he a wonderful man? I fucking love Art. And Art has made an effort, because I am old and I'm very sheltered. I don't know if you guys know that. Art takes me out every Saturday afternoon to a new cultural experience. Give it up for a young man that would take an interest in an older, shuttered man like myself and take me out. And not only that, because I don't know if you guys know this or not real bright. I'm not a real bright guy. Not a lot of education, you know, cake decoration school. You know the story. Yeah. So occasionally I don't get it. But you know what he does? He explains it to me. Are you guys familiar? Clap if you've been to Shin Yun. Clap if you know what Shin Yun is.
Yes.
Have you seen? Have you been to St. Ewan? Oh my God! It's life changing. It's fabulous. If you knew the true story, and I would never know, unless I had someone like Art there to tell me. Okay, here's what it's about. It's beautifully danced and it's beautifully acted. But really, what's it about is that Korea is a social construct. It's not even a country. And Koreans don't exist. They're just Chinese alcoholics. Korea, as a country, is a myth. It's just an enormous Chinese AA meeting. And if you didn't know, if you saw the beauty that I saw, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. There's a similar, well, give it up for me and him, and then a lot of people do not know this, and it's usually, what I call the non-melanated or the European folks don't know that there's no such thing as the Portuguese. They don't exist. It's not true. The Portuguese are just autistic Spaniards. They tricked them into leaving the country in the 1400s. They tricked them in the 1400s because, hey, first of all, 1400s mental health was not a big fucking deal then, let's face it. And they tricked them into leaving, and they did, they got their own little country there. And the Portuguese, if we just go by the colonization alone, they did pretty fucking good. Give it up for the Portuguese. Give it up. The Portuguese fucking Portuguese. Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, I want to have a tote board up, but they won't let me. I had a little electric problem here before. I've recovered. I'm fine. I'm not going to sue. But just tonight, while I've been up here before you, Elon Musk has had 3 more children. Thank you very much. Thank you. He's now, and oh, by the way, I saw a GoFundMe up for Nick Cannon to get a vasectomy if anybody's in there. These guys are having lots of children. I don't know if you've seen. But there's a whole bunch of them. All right, well, let's do this. I have a couple of announcements to make. I'm going to let you guys go. Okay? First announcement. This is an announcement I need you guys to absorb. Ayahuasca is now officially the pickleball of drugs. That's official. I can confirm it. Done deal. Second rumor. Young Baca is not dead. He's in the witness protection program.
Baca! Insane.
I can neither confirm nor deny this rumor. Last rumor. You ready for the last rumor? Well, give me some love and I'll give you the last rumor. Last rumor. Beloved proprietor of the Comedy Chateau, Felix McNulty, died last night and was denied his spot in heaven for not bringing at least 5 people. Check me. This rumor, unfortunately, is not true yet. You guys have been great. Give me some love. On this island of misfits, give it up for Jonah Kronquist.
Thank you. Patty. I said Addie, and I'm trying to get Patty, but I wanted to talk about, just quickly, remember that you guys have to keep your acting going no matter what, and I'm going to bring up the director of the Film Actors Cafe, the one, the only, Aaron McIntyre's here. Woo! You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Everybody get? Yeah. Everybody feeling good? Yeah. I'm also. Everybody seems to be disappointed that. That's much better. Everybody seems to be disappointed that Antoine left because I've also been having a pretty torrid affair with a bidet. It's my best friends too, which really makes it difficult. Really fucks everything up. A lot of people talk about the age. You know, there's a big age difference. She's not that old, but I mean, she has seen way more ass than I have, I gotta tell you. And also, she's my friend's bidet, you know? I mean, that's fucked up. I mean, I'm afraid to tell him. You know, I don't want to tell him. And I can't take her home to my mom, right? Because she's dead. You know, it's kind of difficult. We're taking a little bit of a break, you know, but we are still texting. So, still texting back and forth, you know. So she'll say, psh, 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 psh. I'll be like, oh yeah, baby, talk squirty to me. Yeah. But I am thinking about calling it off, you know, because, you know, I saw, sometimes I'll be walking around a garden hose, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, she looks pretty good. And went by a fire hydrant the other day and it was like, nah, she's a little heavy, you know, a little big. I don't know if that's going to work. But we did have a lot of fun while it lasted. And I've had to resort to the bidet because I haven't had sex in like 14 years, you know. That's dog years. So do the math, right? No, really, do the math. Tell me the answer, because I don't know what the fuck. How long is it? 2 years. Thank you. Thank you. I'm checking people's knowledge of math, because I'm still a guy who like counts on his fingers. I don't know, you know, it's really bad. 9th grade, I had introduction to algebra and I flunked, and that was the last math class I've ever had. So I'm a little disadvantaged that way. I have to count with fingers, and I don't know what that has to do with anything. You know, I don't really have a joke. I just sometimes go off on tangents, and there's a fuck, you know. You never know what you're gonna find. It's like it's a treasure trove out there. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that, Sunda, because I think it looks lovely. Yeah, there was something else that somebody was talking about. Oh God, and of course it always goes right out of my head. Yeah. Oh, yeah, memory. That's what I was going to talk about, my memory. I have a really bad memory. I don't know how many times you guys have to walk back and forth, you know, trying to get one thing done, but it's like a 6 or 7 for me. I walk in, I forget what I was going in there for, and then I walk out, and I was like, well, why did I come out here? This is confusing. I don't know where I am. Oh, that's right, I was going to get that thing, and it goes on like that. Do you talk to yourself when you walk around your apartment? How many people talk to themselves when they walk around their house, right? Do you have different characters too? You know? Do you go, I don't know. That looks like a crappy plant. I think we should get rid of that. No, I think we should put it back in the back here. I have conversations like that all the time. Have you ever had, and many of you probably have, had a conversation with somebody in your head while they're talking to you? Yeah. So, you know, you'll start talking and I'll be going, yeah, no, and I'll go off of what you said and I'll have a whole conversation, and then by the end of it you go, and I don't know why he yelled at me like that. And I'll be like, yeah, I don't either, because I wasn't listening to you. Oh, yeah. Quiet. They talk to me all the time. It's really annoying. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do the bit? I do have mental illness, and I'm proud of that. I'm fucking really proud of it, because I learned a lot from my mental illness. I am bipolar, and don't worry, I'm not going to explode or anything, you know. It's like I'm medicated, which just kind of means that I have really good days, and I have really shitty days. I don't have really good 6 months and really shitty 6 months. You know, it's just kind of compresses everything so that it's a little bit easier to deal with. But I did learn, you know, things like, you know, it opens you up to a lot, right? I mean, you know, it's like, do you know how many people it took to make that chair? I mean, think about it. It's got plastic, and so then they got to go out and they've got to harvest the plastic plant, you know, and they're the oil, and they got to bring it in, and then another guy's got to put it into the plastic making thing, and then the other guy's got to come out and get. Oh, there it is. See, I was going to do it with this because this is a whole lot better than that, because now I got to make up a bunch of shit about the fucking chair. Over here we've got metal, so they had to go and they had to mine the metal. Then somebody had to drive the metal, you know. Then somebody had to load it on the truck. Then somebody had to drive it to the you know. And that's just the metal, right? Then the guy has to go out and fucking kill the Nagahide beast and, you know, skin it and bring it in and then sew it all together. But those are the kinds of things you start noticing is how beautiful this world is. Because it is. It's a beautiful place. And then it's a really shitty place, too. It's like a really shitty place sometimes, you know. I also have ADD, which everybody has, apparently, because every time I say I've got ADD, they go, yeah, me too. Everybody's got ADD. And that makes you not be able to follow a thread of thought. So the thought was that I had ADD, so now I go around to what was the other mental illness I had, and I... Motherfucker! Oh! Tourette's, sorry. Which I think everybody has. I think everybody's got Tourette's, right? I mean, you drive around in your car, some guy cuts you off, you're like, motherfucker! Except for when a BMW gets pulled over by the cops, and then you're like, that's me. I'm sorry, I know, you know, it's a little scary sometimes. I could explode at any moment. Which, by the way, BMWs, how many people own a BMW in here? Anybody? Anybody got any BMW? Oh, she's pushing her hair back. She doesn't want to be known. Anybody got a BMW, but you don't want to admit it? You know? They're the worst. I'm sorry. Most of them are, unless they have old BMWs. Then it's fine. But the BMW manufacturers have taken out all of the blinkers in the new models because nobody's fucking using them, right? The BMWs don't use their blinkers. But they do drive around like they're in a little bubble, you know, like, I'm in a bubble and you can't touch me. So I'm going to zoom around. I found that I get a little angry in my set, so I'm trying to be happy now. And Mercedes drivers just drive around like nobody's there. There's no one but me. Am I right? I've ridden with you. I know. You know, you're just like, hey, let's go down to the place here. Oh, yeah, I know. It's 3 feet from the curb where I parked, but hey, who cares? That's just the way it is, and I love it. I think that I'm winding down here. I'm starting to feel... Oh, yeah, so the class. We're having a class. Please, come tomorrow. You just show up, show up. See if you like it. If you don't like it, fucking walk out. I don't give a shit. But yeah, tomorrow at 7. I'm going to be here at 7. We're going to work on a lot of stuff. We'll work on scenes. We'll work on audition. We'll work on self-tapes. We'll work on cold reading. You'll learn a lot about the business because I not only teach the acting part, I also teach you what it's going to be like when you get on a set, which... The first time I was on a set, it was frightening because I'd been in a lot of theater acting, but I'd never done anything on a set, and it was very intimidating to walk on a set. So lots of stuff going on there. 7 o'clock tomorrow. You can look at the website. It's filmactorscafe.com. And my name is Aaron McIntyre, and it's AERONMACINTYRE. Anywhere. And what? You
got Billy for me?
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been manning the board while I've been up here spewing my shit all over the place. Please give it up for Billy Ramirez.
Hey, look at the time I hit on your stopwatch.
Oh, shit, man. 10 minutes.
Exactly 10 minutes. Yeah. What's up? My name is Billy. Let me get my notes out. It's been a long day. And the AC's been on the whole time, right? Yeah. Wow, it's freezing over there. All right. My name is Billy Ramirez, and I am ticklish. I'm not afraid to stand up here and tell you that I am ticklish. And for one very simple reason is that I am violently ticklish. Is anyone else here violently ticklish? Go ahead and knee the person next to you. Yeah, it's been off the whole time. Yeah.
Okay. As long as they got audio. No, we got you.
I texted Aaron about this 4 hours ago when the show started. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very ticklish. And I'm not afraid to tell you because I'm violently ticklish. If I wished the wrong wish and ended up in the middle of a UFC fight for some reason, my only chance would be if my opponent accidentally tickles me, and then I might be able to knee him or something. I don't know, kung fu kick them. When you hear that someone might be ticklish, you might envision like a child, just giggling and having a beautiful time. Like for me, I'm the kind of ticklish. If you tickle me, you might have to end up buying new furniture. It's like, yeah, goddamn, Doug, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to suplex your grandma, but she keeps tickling me, man. I'm sorry. Like the coffee table's toast, but I think she's gonna be fine. You know what? On second thought, I'm gonna go ahead and press her life alert button just in case. They'll be here in 7 minutes. I'm so violently ticklish that I once accidentally ended a relationship because of how ticklish I am. Yeah, I was just standing out on the balcony. She comes up behind me. Tickle. Oh, my good Lord. I am so sorry. Let me see your nose. Let me see. Ooh, full Picasso. Yeah, full Picasso. Oh, it's not that bad. It was pretty bad. And that was also the start of her blue period. Let's see. Show of hands. Does anyone here believe in the phrase, there's no such thing as a stupid question? Good. I like that perfectly. Because there are stupid questions, right? Like the latest example for me is went to lunch with a new friend. And then within seconds of me eating, this new friend asked me, he looks me directly in the face and he asked me, did you know your jaw clicks when you eat? And then I looked him directly in the face and I said, well, do you know that my jaw is next to my ears? So yes, as a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet all the money that I have that I hear it louder than you do. I got my own click track, man. And also last year I went to a business trip to Nashville. Somewhere between LAX and Nashville, I lost my license. And when I got to Nashville and I told my coworkers that I lost my license, more often than not, the one question they would ask is, oh, you lost your license? Well, do you have your passport? Like, oh yeah, it's next to my birth certificate and the Magna Carta and the Constitution. Yeah, I packed it all. Yeah, it's. Do you have a? Well, also, what kind of accent do you think I have that I flew to Nashville, Tennessee, using a passport? I don't. What is going on here? It's so annoying. If I had a passport, I'd be at the hotel bar drinking, but they carded me for some reason. I don't know who pretends to be 21 just to order one goddamn Pacifico. Just give me the. Anyways, but. It's like, but it was so annoying. Oh, so, you lost your license. Oh, do you have your passport? Oh, you mean a solution to my problems? It's like if I told you, oh, my car broke down. Oh, your car broke down. Well, do you have your limo and driver? Or at minimum, it feels like, oh, I lost my keys. Like, oh, you lost your keys. Well, do you have your keys? Like, get out of my face, man. Let's see. Oh no. What was the other joke that I was supposed to do? I wrote one joke twice, and I don't know what it is. Well, whatever. I'll just do it again. So, Zara, who here believes in it? Let's see. Does anyone here play the Mario games?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I was just thinking about this. I think I figured it out. So, when you stomp on a Koopa and it turns into a shell? And then you tap on the shell and it goes shooting across really fast? You know why that is? Turtle wax. I don't care. That one's just for me. I'm keeping it. That one's just for me. I don't care. This next one might be all just for me too. We'll see how it goes. So I don't know if you noticed the way I pronounce my name at the beginning, Billy Ramirez, but I am Latino, Mexicano, que pasa familia. I've never been able to do that whistle. I wish I could. If I did, everywhere I'd go, it'd sound like an aviary. Fine, a bird store. We'll go with bird store. But based on my yearly average earnings as a comedian of $3.50, I can't yet rely on it for full-time employment. So I'm already thinking about other things, other creative ways to maybe spend the rest of my life and keep me out of a desk job. And since I hablo español, I'm a fan of sports, baseball. I figured, maybe I could be a baseball translator. But I looked into it. It's very competitive, so I'm going to need a gimmick. Maybe like wear a zoot suit or funky glasses, or just call everyone fucker. Like, hey, fucker. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. But I figured it out. I figured this is going to be I'm going to try it out. Maybe you'll just humor me. But this is what I'm going to do if I become a baseball translator. So just imagine a reporter over here in the middle, translator, and over here on this end, it's a baseball player. All right, so here we go. We're here today with Jose Gonzalez of the Dragons, whose crucial play in the 9th inning won us the game. So, Jose, would you please tell us about your game-winning play? Jose, díganos un poquito de su jugada en la novena entrada que ganó el partido. Bueno, lo más importante es que nosotros ganamos el partido y que damos gracias a Dios. Okay, what happened? Last time he threw the ball close to my face, I get really mad, okay? So then next time he threw a pitch, I do a bunt, and then I go to first base. And sometimes he get mad because sometimes you're supposed to bunt, sometimes you're not supposed to bunt, okay? So from first base, I tell him, hey, I'm going to steal second base, okay? And then he get nervous, he throw a bad pitch. I go to second base, okay? So now he really mad because I'm behind him, not in front. So he looking at the batter, he looking at me, he looking at the batter, he looking at me, then he throw another bad pitch. I go to third base, and then from third base, I say, hey, cabrón, mira, I'm going to go home and win the game, cabrón. Mira, I'm gonna do a little dance, tú sabes, una salsita, like that. And then he throw a bad pitch, I go home, and that's how we won the game. What? That's basically what you said. This guy, what a complainer. Anyways. Oh, wow. Applause. That felt good. I'm just going to soak it in. Hey, what's up?
Let him in.
Hey. All right. So let's see. Show of hands. And raise them high. Who here is a premature ejaculator? Yeah, all right, yeah, cool, yeah, what's up? Okay, so I don't believe in the term, I don't believe in premature ejaculation. I mean, I know it exists, I'm very well aware of it, but I don't believe in the term premature ejaculation for one simple reason. Premature, based on what? Based on what? What is it? Yeah, just tell me what is there to aim for, right? Because like just having the term premature ejaculation is annoying. It's just like a really good friend invites you to a really fun party, and then you get there, and then your friend just asks you like, oh, so hey, what are you doing here? Like, oh, well, I came to the party. I know, but you came early. Fine, when was I supposed to come to the party? Well, like, not now, but like, all right, well, just tell me when. Like, you're just kind of supposed to know when, but now it's too early. I don't know. It's like, well, just, is there a time? No. It's like, well, how does that help me? How does that help me help you? I don't know, but it's just like in this data-driven, metrics-driven world, we need a like a KPI to hit. Like, there's charts for other sexual things on the internet, like measurements, like, yeah, it's just like, oh, average, above average. And that's the one I bookmarked for that particular thing ever since. But, give me something to shoot for. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. But I don't know what I'm worried about anyways, because it's not really the strong point of my game anyways. Like, I might not, to be honest with you, like, I might not be able to tie a cherry stem with my tongue, but I could lick an envelope like nobody's business. Let's see what else. I got, this is more of a comment. So, I forgot her name. Was it KP? PK? What was her name? PK. Yeah, she mentioned cancer. My name is Larry. And the first time I truly bombed was actually, I tried an unfinished joke about that song. So this is just more commentary. So there's a song called Float On by the Floaters in the 1970s. And like all the verses start with, it's 4 singers and they all introduce their names. And no, it's the Floaters. Float on. Floaters, float on. Yeah. Floaters, float on. And then so each one, they start a verse like, hi, my name, I forget all the other names, but it's like, yeah. And it's like, no, but Larry's cancer. Oh. So yeah, but then his verse pops up and it's like this really float float on a really smooth song, and then finally he comes up, cancer, and my name is Larry. And it's like, wow, that really doesn't fit. Like, can we just change your name to like, Alfonso Gemini or something instead of Cancer Larry? But anyways. Yeah, that's exactly how I bombed when I tried that joke. Yeah, it feels very comforting. It's sometimes when you hear the sound of your own voice just rocketing off the back wall, it's oddly comforting. It feels like someone's in your apartment when you live alone. Thank you. My name once again has been Billy Ramirez. Please welcome back to the stage Sunda Krunquist. Oh, actually, no, wait, no. Please welcome to the stage our resident photographer. Who's getting ready?
Yeah, who's gonna take his
The one. Oh, I can't. I don't know how to take pictures. Yeah, please.
I'll learn. Don't you dare leave when you have the house photographer going up. I will take your picture in the next.
Oh, okay.
Give it up for
Hunter White.
Keep it going for Billy. How we doing? You're leaving. It's literally just me. Let's leave. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, all the youth are leaving. It's fine. No, it's okay. I feel like they're just like people from college and they bring other college students to be like, let's look at the freak show. It's okay.
Here for you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh. I don't know. We'll get into it. Anybody forget that like life and time just keeps going? Right? This isn't sad, but like I live my life from like now until the next thing I have to do. I'll take smart. Like time just goes on and I'm barely on the ride, right? Like when I was a kid, I thought I would like manage an empire. But like now I can't keep track of what day of the week it is. Right? I thought I'd have my hands in like multiple pots. No, I have 597 unread text messages. Some didn't stick. I don't know, it's been a big year. I'm trying to no longer squander my white privilege. Really trying to get my act together. Grow up a little bit, I guess. I started driving this year, which is cool. I'm 31. Thank you so much. I feel I'm being pitied, but I'll appreciate it. No, when you're 16 and you get your license, like everybody is impressed. Like, oh my God, congratulations, you're an adult. Welcome to the real world. But when you're 31 and you get your license, they're like, you drive a car? Cool, bro. My car drives a car. Like, what? Like, real talk, I got a license like 3 years ago in New York because I wanted like a New York City license, but like never drove until like a couple months back. I was sitting in a Waymo and I never felt like more of a cuck in my life. I was like, let's get the confidence of a teenager. Let's do it. No, it's in my like grand plan of growing up, I guess, which is like a weird realization I had. Like as a 31-year-old, I realized I needed to grow up. Because like in my 20s, I thought I was like fully grown, but I'm realizing I think I just had really bad role models. Right? Like all my role models growing up were like comedians and protagonists of indie movies. Right? I don't know. Those are not like aspirational figures. Those are like warning signs. Like someone should have seen and said something, but they didn't. So there I was in my 20s just smoking cigarettes on a New York City floor. Thinking I was the peak of grown, but then I met my girlfriend who comes from a not broken home and is a therapist. You get it. We had different ideas of grown. Hers are like going to the doctor and paying taxes. Mine is like putting all the gas in the tank and paying cash for a fish tank. I don't know. My dreams were that of a low-level drug dealer. I feel, I don't know, someone said maybe I'd be a doctor by now. Who knows? I know. Thank you guys for sticking around. It's great. I feel good. All I've had today is a banh mi and caffeine, so I'm sweating like Joe Biden at a memory test. It's cool. I am in a relationship, which is neat. It's my first adult relationship, which I think some older people might understand as we fight like hell but are too tired to leave. Like, oh yes, okay, you're sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Can we just watch Dune? It would have been funnier if I'd remembered the phrase. But we're in couples counseling, which I think is a good thing. I guess it's going well. I feel like I lost the last session, so we'll see how that goes. No, it's interesting. Sometimes you leave couples counseling and you just feel like two toddlers who just got a talking to. Like, okay, play nice. It's Sarah's turn to play with the blocks. Let her play with the blocks. Validate the blocks, Hunter. Validation, communication, it's okay. It's weird going through like relationship turmoil while like the world goes through turmoil, because like it puts things in perspective, I guess. Like, I got some advice. If you're feeling like down about the world and like scared and worried, my only advice is just start fighting with your partner. All that worry will just go out the window. And like, if you don't have a partner, find one. Move in together. Fight occasionally. You might not have sex, but you will not care about the government. Like, there's a dog to walk and dishes to be done. I don't have time to worry about Donald Trump. I'll leave on this. I learned that I'm avoidant. I learned that in therapy. I have an avoidant attachment style, which really just means I don't want to talk about it. Have a great night, guys. All right, you guys have been fun. Thanks for sticking around. My name is Hunter White. You can find me on the internet at My Name is Hunter. Also, public service announcement as I take pictures. Yeah. If you see a camera pointed at you, the picture has already been taken. Do not pause and go, you're just looking odd. All right, my name's Hunter. Have a great night.
Now you tell them. Now you tell them. After they've been up here. Oh my God, what a crazy night, huh?
Yeah, it was the very last thing you said.
The very last thing. That was funny.
Thank you.
It was all funny, but that's funny. Start from there. Who knows? And you never know who comes by. And if you guys ever watch Fox News, please tune into Rabbi Mentz. And I do have a suggestion for everyone that uses the word or term Nazi and Holocaust and all this stuff. Netflix has brand new movies that you guys should watch, because Hitler should be made fun of, and he should be ridiculed, and he should be humiliated and pissed on and shit on. And you can't just use these words without knowing what they really mean, you know? Like, it's just like, dude, can you just imagine they went to Africa? And let me tell you something. One African said to the other African, that nigga's crazy. That's how that happened, and he ran away from Africa. They finally found footage. Isn't that crazy? And did you see the new one?
No, I've not.
Oh my God, you guys have to watch it. You just have to watch it. Because it's Netflix just came out with these new movies. And once you see them, you'll change your words like I'm the mic Nazi. I know that. That's what they say. She's a mic Nazi. She's concerned about the microphone. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know. It's true. You got to take care of the mic, though, right?
Right. Of course. Right. That's right.
Everybody's leaning over, but they forgot how it got like that. It doesn't make you funnier. It just makes us all upset, because I have to be like, Aaron, I need another cord. And he's like, as long as you don't ask me to pay for your teeth. And I'm like, okay. All right, I was Miss Fang tonight on many levels. And I want to thank everyone that's a part of this place. And remember, this is the place you come to for everything. Podcasting, self-taping. Tomorrow night, the Film Actors Cafe starts at 7 p.m. People tell you you're funny, you may be. Good night. Thank you.